See the stars and the planet soon follow. Two, one. Hello.
Hello.
This is so scuffed. Okay, so hi. This is the comeback stream. This is the comeback stream.
Very nice quality.
So, right. So I'm DJ Spidey, accompanied by.
DJ Retro.
And DJ Desu.
I'm DJ Katsu. Receive.
Okay, so with the slogan, we have to start it off. So welcome to Radio MMU. Welcome to Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. Yeah, okay. All these guys are new. Don't worry. So we're all learning how to do this. Don't worry. First time is always gonna be a bit of a mess. So yeah.
If you can't tell. You can't tell.
Yo, shout out to Rajin.
Uh, Your mic is open, right? Just making sure. Can you just talk into the mic? Just talk into the mic.
Hello.
You can hear. Okay, yeah. Then that's good lah. So, following the show plan, right? We're gonna have our host handle the session here, right? So, what's the first topic? No, what is the first topic of
No,
today's
we
show
just
plan?
wanna have a little fun chat, just introduce ourselves, get to know about each other a bit. So obviously, starting with myself, I'm DJ Retro, right? And I joined Radio MMU because it's like I don't know if you've heard of this podcast before, but there's this show called the Ricky Gervais Show. I think you might know Ricky Gervais, but he actually had done a radio show for XFM like 20 years back. And once I listened to that, I'm hooked. I know this is old stuff, but when you listen to that, anyone who has no no passion for DJ, like overnight, they're gonna like want to do it, because it's just like amazing. So if you free right now or later when the session's ended, you should check out the Ricky Gervais Show. So that's why I joined Radio MMU. And to talk about myself a bit, well, yeah, I'm just a foundation kid in FCI, just a bit of a nerd. I like movies, games, talk a bit about music. That's what we're going to talk about today. And hand over to DJ
Desu.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. I am also a foundation student from FCM. Reason I joined this very interesting club is, it was very interesting because from high school, I always see all these like typical clubs like football, rugby, badminton. Well, not badminton a lot, but you get the idea. All these very typical clubs, and as I was walking by, this idea of like Radio MMU, like a podcast, really struck out to me. So of course I wanted to give it a try. As you can tell from me being FCM, I'm sort of a creative kid. I watch a lot of anime. I'm currently reading a lot of manga, watch movies, TV shows, all that stuff. I do also play games. And that's it for me.
Now,
Okay.
DJ Katsu.
Yeah. Hi. I know you cannot really see me because I'm overshadowed by
The
the.
anonymous kid.
By the special monitor, our fourth guest,
Yes, and the very special camera placement. But I'm actually have been in Radio MMU. I think during since foundation. I've done a few sessions with them already. It was mostly on Discord because it was like the pandemic still, and there's the online stuff. So yeah, for me this is not really new in a sense. I mean, it's new doing it like in person, but not really like the whole radio thing. I'm actually also FCI. I'm second year of my degree, my first sem, and currently I'm 20 years old. I know people tell me that I don't look 20. Maybe it's because of how I'm not that tall enough or something, or maybe I don't have enough, the beard and stuff. Maybe the more old people
The
looks.
maturity look.
Yeah, the maturity look. Yeah, but but yeah, I think we share most the same interests as well. Like I watch anime, I play games. I mean, I'm FCI student. What else would I do? I'm not gonna be like the
Not the jock character, the nerd.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the main character vibe type thing, you know.
Main
Made in
character
Ohio
vibe,
type
yeah.
thing.
Uh,
Yeah. So I think that's about everything about me. I think that should be described. So you can continue with your show plan,
No,
right?
I mean DJ Spidey.
Everybody knows who's DJ Spidey
yeah,
is.
everybody knows why, yeah.
Maybe a bit of a reintroduction for the
Right.
new listeners.
Yeah. Hi. For the people that come into this chat, etc., you guys should know who I am. I am DJ Spidey. I'm actually the current president of this club, and so I am directly responsible for all of this uh, this scuffed setup that we have. I literally just taped that webcam onto there, just so I can give like a bit of a personal view to all of you guys, and it's falling down. Give me
Yeah,
a moment.
sorry, it looks falling down. Oh god.
But that was very impromptu because I already bought a webcam.
This is our aesthetic for the stream.
This is the yes, this is the aesthetic for this particular stream. So anyways, I've actually ordered a new webcam and then make sure it's a proper setup and everything. So this is more of a test run of how it's gonna look like, and you guys have a good idea of how it's going to have it. UITM Quiet Kid Lobby is going down.
He's my friend.
He's your friend?
Yeah.
That's neat. He said you were a bit quiet though. Can you like start talking into the mic?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, is it quiet now?
Okay, that one's actually pretty okay. All
Alright.
right. So going back, I am. It's falling.
At this point, we just leave it lah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the aesthetic that we're going for actually. Actually, if it falls down and then we just leave it like that, can we just?
Why don't you just put it on like
Feed
the
cam,
monitor?
feed
before?
cam.
Can we just do that? I think that can work actually. I actually think that can work. I mean, it's falling down a bit slower now. Okay, so I am a FCI student. I'm currently in my final year actually. I'm doing my final year project and everything, and the I'll just admit, like I'll just give like a bit of a like a tip to like these like to these youngins here, right?
Newbies.
If you guys if you guys are planning to become like a president like me, or you want to become a high com, that's you. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, become a high com. Let me just like turn it off and you can adjust it. Okay.
I think it kind of told
Yeah.
what I wanted to say.
I think you can still hear it anyway. That's kind of weird. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna turn it back on. Right, so a bit of a tip: if you guys gonna become like a high committee, whether it be president, vice president, secretary, go for it now. Don't go for it when you're in your final year and you have so much stuff to do, and then you also have to handle. Yo.
Can we maybe just put it on the table?
Yeah. On the monitor, I think whatever is fine.
This is why it's called a comeback stream, guys.
Yes.
Because you have to come back and fix the webcam
yeah,
all
yeah,
the time.
Sounds a bit sus, bro.
Don't have to make it weird, man. Yo, we got body cam.
We got body cam.
I think you just put on the monitor. I think it's fine now.
That what, bro? I'm literally me on this.
Yeah, we only have the main DJ today.
The main DJ
The
today.
main character.
The main character.
Alright, fine.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys gonna go for a high com, etc., please do take it now. Do not take it when you're third year, when you have so much stuff to do, and it's just so. Yeah. So there's a comeback stream. Let me just double check the viewers that we have. We have 3 concurrent viewers. Let me just tell you guys. MMU manager is a problem. Okay, while still nobody's watching, okay, MMU management is a problem. Okay, right. So that's basically from me. If you want to ask about like my likes and my interests, would be I am your average FCI student, except for the anime part. I play games.
I don't know if I believe you on that.
I play games. I literally don't watch anime other than the popular stuff that is going on right now. Spy X Family.
You're dick
So-
riding.
So I'm like, I just
Hey,
yeah.
bro.
And
like,
even
no
and even then,
profanities.
and even then, and even then, I only started watching them because of my girlfriend anyway. Before this, I
Ooh,
literally
girlfriend?
never watched.
He's
Yeah,
different
yeah.
than us. He's built different. He has a girlfriend, unlike
Yeah,
most FCI guys.
like he's touching grass. Damn.
Wow.
But yeah. Okay, so if there's anything special about me other than the whole girlfriend thing, I have a my I have a my like is that I really like photography, cinematography, etc. So I do
That's
have
why
a
the photography and cinematography is like excelling right now.
yeah.
You should join FCI, mate. Wait, FCM. Oh, shit. I like mix.
Okay, so cinematography, photography. So I when it comes to like let's say like a knack for like I do kind of have a knack for like movies where it's like low budget, so they have to get creative with the shots, etc. And whenever I have like most recently like there's a lot of like Malay movies that's been coming out and suddenly becoming a lot more popular like Mat Kilau, etc. Right? So
Yeah.
we already know how that goes.
Mm.
Story is not really that well. However, I do really like how they do their shots, which is what made me like kind of like the movie, etc. Overall, that kind of stuff.
The
So, yeah.
aesthetics,
Aesthetics, yeah.
the style over the substance.
Hey, a movie shot. Do you guys watch movies?
Yeah. I'm a movie buff.
Movie, ba? No.
It depends if I have money or not.
I do watch
Uh,
most movies that come out.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Definitely,
mm.
definitely.
The shot of Miles after he finally put on the suit and he was falling down. I love
Yeah,
that.
Yes.
shot.
that's
Yeah.
amazing, bro.
I love it. Okay.
Mm.
So yeah. That's one of my favorite shots to come out from the whole movie, etc. So yeah. Okay. So that's all from me. Let's go back to our main host today, DJ Retro.
I'll be honest, I'm quite lost right now. According to the show plan, we are supposed to have a song break right now, so maybe we could do that.
Sure. Let's go have a short break after our introduction, guys. Oh wait, hold up. Before that, let's go talk to the chat real quick. Having a girlfriend is already rare.
See?
True,
+1, +1.
True.
Naga can vouch on that statement on getting a high composition. See, well, it's not just my word; it's two words. Okay, Naga, have I watched Titanic? No.
Time for the song break.
Time for the song break.
How not, bro? Come on, that's like one of the classics.
I mean, like, you've heard of it, but you don't really watch it.
Yeah,
You
but I
just
mean,
pretend
it's
to watch
still
it.
a pretty good movie, no?
Yeah. I would say so. Okay, so with that in mind, our next song that we're playing is a copyright free.
Actually,
Let me know.
That's the wrong song. The
Oh, it's not.
Infinity. Let me know.
No. We played Infinity earlier.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
So, okay.
Sure.
So condensation. So I'm just gonna play condensation real quick. So anyway, so we're gonna play copyright-free music, guys, and it's condensation by Let Me Know. So see you guys after this break.
Let's go.
This is Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia
tunes.
tunes.
I still
See
don't
you
know
after the break.
phrase. Okay,
Don't
bye.
worry, you're gonna get it
Alright,
after this
alright,
after
bye.
this session, bro. Don't worry.
You will
Bye bye.
Testing, testing.
The mics are back. Here's the webcam. Hi.
Yo.
We
Hello.
actually managed to make it actually stay, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna fall unless something touches it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hi, we're back from the break. We once again, I'm DJ Spidey, accompanied by,
DJ Retro.
DJ Desu.
And DJ Katsu.
and we are Radio MMU,
Your
your ultimate multimedia tunes.
Let's go.
So, right, let me just. There you go. So, what's next on the show plan?
So yeah, we'll be talking about movies, specifically about are superhero movies getting like are they losing momentum? So what I mean by that is like, if you notice the current trend in Marvel movies, none of them this year especially, none of them broke their usual 1 billion. Instead, Top Gun, which is like more of a army pilot kind of movie, it's not totally out of the genre. It's more action. It's its own thing. That broke 1 billion. So like we just want to discuss our thoughts on this, our what we think about the reasons. Maybe come to a conclusion. Maybe right.
I mean, I guess you can start with your opinion on what do you think. Like, what's your starting off? for that?
I think probably like it's like when you face the same thing over and over, you no longer want to be part of it. A bit like DJ Spidey with the whole radio thing.
Wow. Yo, I'm just sitting here, dude. I'm catching strays, dude.
Gotta give a good allegory. Yeah, allegory. Analogy. Sorry. Alright. So, this because if you see like every year from 2011, I think 2008, every year there's a Marvel movie. Every year it's like this top thing, and then it climaxed at Avengers Endgame. Beyond that point, what's keeping the momentum up? Nothing. Absolutely, it's starting from ground zero, and you're basically recycling what you've already done before. So it's like, what's the point? Why should I reinvest myself as an audience in this kind of movies? And it's not just Marvel movies. I would say, not even superhero movies, but movies that seem to be cash grabs. So what I mean by cash grabs is, reboots, like the whole Lion King thing, the
Mulan.
Mulan was terrible, bro.
Turning everything into like, I think it's like turning
Live
everything,
action, right?
Yeah, turning everything to live action. Like, I
I
mean,
even
even they made a
want-
One Piece one. Like, why would you want to do that?
Can we get much higher?
Much higher.
Yeah, I think I do agree with that. I think it's also like I think the main reason why it's dropping is because I think it's not the main cast anymore. If you know what I mean. Remember the Marvel had like the specific cast of Iron Man, the Hulk.
Yeah.
The main team, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if like the thing is because people don't watch it anymore because the main cast is not like the main focus anymore.
Yeah.
Because you see like we have Wakanda, which is like the the next part of it. Maybe people don't really like it because it's not like the one they already had in mind before.
Well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wakanda
they don't
it's
have
not
an
like
option for that.
It's
Calm
not
down.
like they have an
It's hurting
option
my
for
ears.
Wakanda forever. Just say it.
I know. I mean, actually, I think it was a very decent movie, like Wakanda Forever.
I
Because you can
actually
see,
really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I
also
think,
really liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the movie yet,
Wow.
but
You should check it out. It's actually pretty nice.
She was pretty nice.
Like in terms of Marvel stuff, it's actually a lot more. Okay, so like I mentioned, how I
pizzazz.
really like cinematography and stuff. You know how Marvel kind of has the same formula where it's kind of all gray. Wakanda Forever was actually very good in its cinematography and everything, so it actually sticks to my mind.
yeah, it's a Ryan Coogler film, so
Yeah,
he's
alright.
quite-
Yeah. What I really dislike about Marvel is the fact that if you notice that in the entire Phase 4, we're currently Phase 4, right?
Yeah, Phase 4.
In the majority of Phase 4, every shot kind of looks the same. No difference. But Wakanda Forever was when they actually started having much different much different aesthetics. So I was like, I really liked it, and I think they actually gave Ryan Coogler proper creative proper creative freedom.
Yeah, freedom.
Proper
Yeah.
creative
Freedom to
freedom.
make like their
Yeah.
own unique type of story lah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay, and even though on my sort of opinion, my sort of hot take about this, I think that yes, many of these like Marvel movies are kind of stale when they follow the same formula. But some of those actual like Marvel TV shows or Marvel movies that actually decide that hey, if we give our directors like more freedom to create different aesthetics for like a superhero movie, then those are sort of the real like movies and TV shows that really stick to me. Like I've been really interested in Moon Knight, Loki, very recently Werewolf by Midnight. Those sort of like shows that are so different and not like trying to like so like be so connected to the MCU and just trying to do their own thing. I feel like if they really lean into those type of shows, I feel like yes, then these a superhero genre would actually be a lot better.
Would you include She-Hulk in that list?
No.
But I would argue that the TV shows are also a big reason as to why a lot of MCU fans are currently having like a burnout.
Oh yes,
A
yes.
burnout because
Like
when
too
I
many.
wanted to watch Endgame, I had to watch Civil War, I had to watch this, which was already tiring enough, right?
Yeah.
There were so many movies to watch so that I can make sure I understood Endgame. I know Sharuk is watching. I know you're watching. I know you didn't watch Infinity War.
Yo,
but then
what's
you
up,
wa-
Sharuk?
I know you're watching. I know you watched Infinity War, but you didn't watch Endgame. And sorry, I know you didn't watch Infinity War, but you watched Endgame, and you had no questions. I swear to God. Okay, so going back,
How does that even work though? Cause it's
she
a
had no
two-parter.
questions. She literally watched it, and she was like, "Oh, why is everybody dead?" Yeah, it's like it's like what?
She zoned out halfway.
But yeah, so with that in mind, but now it's like, oh, I have to watch this TV show, and then I have to watch this TV show. I have to watch this TV show to understand that why is Daredevil in this movie now? You know, I have to go watch
Yeah.
She-Hulk to make sure I can see Daredevil for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and like, oh, so that's why he's like that. I'm like,
And
there's
then
so many things for me to like juggle to understand.
Yeah.
like,
and then
why.
even then Daredevil has to sleep with She-Hulk. Oh my
Oh,
god.
let's not get
my
into
heart
that.
shattered the moment I saw that.
I mean, to be fair,
You don't know the
in the
you know.
comics it was
No.
like that. In the comics it was like that.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't want to
it's-
see that in
Maybe
live
I'm not a
action
comic
movies.
fan, but
Yeah.
the sheer my heart broke the moment like when my brother was sitting beside me as we were watching She-Hulk and we watched that episode where I saw Daredevil. I was screaming like, "Whoa, yes! We can finally see Daredevil!" And then my brother was like, "Hey, don't you feel like She-Hulk and Daredevil getting a little bit heated up in here?" And then I'm like, "No, they're just being like very like close. They're bonding. They're bonding." And then they bonded too much, and then I went out and screamed in the middle of the night.
I mean, I wonder where Karen is with all of this, you know. Where was Karen? Okay.
Oh yeah.
But you know what
Karen.
you mentioned, DJ Spidey, about the whole like continuity thing. Like that's a pro and con of Marvel actually, because the main appeal with Marvel was that it was not set to one movie. The appeal was you had to watch the other movie to get this one.
Yeah.
So if you've been following from the start, your payoff is huge. If your payoff is huge, but if you're totally lost, you miss one movie, yeah, like your mind's like totally scrambled. Like you have no idea of where these things fit into the bigger piece of the story, and I feel like because it climaxed at Endgame, that's a peak it went, and then now they're like trying to, gain back themselves. That's when like the whole thing becomes boring again. It's no longer like the gimmick is exposed,
I do kind of I can agree with that. I also think that the whole show thing, it's expensive. Like the subscription you have to pay for Disney if you want to do it legally.
Yeah.
The subscription
You're
that
good to do it
the
legally.
subscription that you have to do to actually be able to like watch and listen and understand is like you have to pay 50 ringgit to
Shout
watch
out to
Disney
1, 2,
Plus
3
for, like,
movies.
Yeah, you had to pay 50 ringgit to like subscribe to Disney Plus, and that's like it's like only what, one TV show per month. So that's like you're literally just
Yeah.
watching one TV show for 50 ringgit
I
compared to like
a whole
A
ass
whole
movie for
movie
like
for just
13, like maybe 20 ringgit lah. Almost
20 ringgit,
half
yeah.
of
It could be free if you want.
As someone who owns Disney Plus, yes, it's definitely really.
I don't really like how I'm
Yeah.
listening to this while playing Minecraft. Feels like I'm with the homies. No cap.
Oh.
With the homies, yeah.
Thanks, Razin. Let's go.
Nice. Right. So yeah, I don't think that. Okay, I do think that there are multiple factors as to why people are having like a bit of a Marvel burnout, as they would call it, right? Which microphone is having feedback right now?
Test.
Hello.
I'm not sure.
Right. So, okay, the second I started speaking very loudly. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm microphone too, right? I need to go lower, I think. Okay. So, yeah, I think of course there are like a lot more factors than what I've mentioned. I don't think it's literally just that or literally just that. I'm pretty sure some people, like you said, they climax that end game. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
There's nothing for me to like listen to anymore. There's nothing for me to watch anymore. I've literally already saw Thanos getting clapped.
Thanos.
You know? Yeah. So that's my basic gist of it. I just think they pumped out way too much stuff in like such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I remember there was that one time frame after Endgame, I think, where movie, then another movie comes out in like a month, then another movie comes out in like a month, and then another movie comes
Oh,
out.
the Black Widow, Spider-Man.
Yeah, they were like
yeah.
pumping out movies
Yeah.
every month.
I mean, at least the Spider-Man was good though. I think it's.
Um,
I mean, I liked it though.
debatable.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about which one was it at the time? No Way Home.
Yeah.
No, Far From Home.
Far
it
From
was-
Home, was it? The one with the three of
No,
them?
no. That one's good.
one, No Way
Ah,
Home.
that's
what I
that-
mean.
That,
That's
that
No
was
Way Home.
literally just.
Oh, the other one, you
two
mean?
years
the Far
Oh,
From Home.
yeah.
Dog shit home.
I mean, it was okay to like. I think it was an okay movie. I think maybe it was more to. I think the movie was more towards building up the hype for the next one. I think they had the plan. Maybe they didn't plan it. I don't know, but if it was planned like that, I think it was executed okay lah. Because the second part was actually very good. The first part was like, okay, interesting, but it
Kind of
was
a slow
more.
burn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and then the second part was like, oh, this is actually very nice. It's very hype. I mean, people already knew what's gonna happen anyway. They already had like the leaks and stuff, but.
Yeah.
Of course, seeing it in person actually was very nice.
Like,
Yeah.
unpopular opinion, I like No Way Home more than Endgame.
I mean, I can agree with the. I think the ending was nice.
It's the fan service. It was
I think-
perfect.
I think
Honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Endgame was a lot about fan service also. If you try to pay attention to Endgame and try to like actually read up about it, you can kind of tell it doesn't really make sense
Yeah.
at a plot standpoint.
Mm.
Same with No Way Home actually. A lot of stuff in No Way Home, if you just try paying attention just a little bit, a lot of stuff kind of falls
Like
into
the whole
pieces.
I'm something of a scientist myself. That line, like, it didn't
Yeah.
make sense in the context, but it's just there for the fan service.
Yeah, it's really just there
Yeah,
for the fan
yeah.
service, and I think that's different because the fan service of No Way Home was a literal build up for like a whole decade. I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Tobey Maguire started in 2002. Was it one?
2002.
2002. Andrew Garfield is Andrew Garfield. Has been there since 2012.
Yeah.
It's like a whole decade worth of stuff that they managed to dump in, and I wish they had more time, to be
Yeah.
honest, because I would love to watch Tobey again.
Yeah, bro. Like Spider-Man 4, make it happen.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi, come on.
Did you see that behind the scenes photo of the guy that showed the vulture? That showed the vulture costume
No, I didn't.
in Spider-Man.
Oh really?
No.
He showed the actual vultures, like somebody that was working in behind the scenes for Spider-Man 4 back then before it was cancelled. He actually showed the vulture costume. It was so cool. It was all metal, like wings, like a straight up.
I
Like,
mean, Vulture was really cool. Like the change
looking it up now.
from a bird costume to just a metal suit. That's just cool. That's all. To me, that's just cool. I don't need to
Yeah,
explain
yeah.
myself. It's just cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if the computer wasn't so slow, I think we can
I
find
mean, you
it.
can just look it up on the phone, I guess.
Yeah. Let me try trying this real quick. No, that's Spider-Man PS4.
Have a look at images or something.
Spider-Man. Why did I say DLC? Hold on.
That's the next topic.
Yeah, behind the scenes. Yeah. See, there's a costume reveal in the behind the scenes thing that they showed. Hold on, is there anybody? Spider-Man no home. Spider-Man homeless.
I mean, to the extent he is now.
Yeah, he is homeless now, right?
Well,
Yeah.
he has
No,
an
I mean,
apartment.
he didn't
He
get
has
an
an
apartment.
No
apartment.
more home.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, no more.
One last home.
Where's that tweet? Yeah. See, look at this.
Oh wow.
We got that.
Yeah. It's straight up. Is completely
Metal,
practical.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just it's a metal wing suit, and I thought that was so cool. Like, you see this? See?
Gee.
Whoa.
Yeah.
that actually
Yeah.
looks
That's how
nice.
Vulture would have looked like if Spider-Man 4 actually
Yeah.
finished. Yeah.
For those listening, you can just search up Spider-Man 4 Vulture metal costume.
Are we allowed to show
and-
this on stream?
Let's not try
We
it.
can't. We can't like turn it up behind. I can't swap it. So,
That's
Spider-Man
right.
comes home. Yeah, true. Spider-Man comes home.
Spider-Man comes.
So we went on a tangent from we went from a tangent of like movie burnout to geeking out about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's Spider-Man. Why you blame us?
I mean, judging by my name, you guys can kind of tell I'm
Yeah.
a big Spider-Man fan. So.
Spider-Man, Batman, I think like no questions asked. As long as it's a good movie, doesn't matter, right?
I mean, even the Batman movie, I actually kind of liked it. I kind
What,
of
the
like
Robert Pattinson
I
one?
fucking loved it.
the
Oh,
newest one. That
sorry,
they,
The Batman.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
The newest one, yeah.
Yeah, the
I,
Robert Pattinson one, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I never really watched like the other Batman movies, but this one really felt like like he was really like the main character. You can see it, like he had the very
like a more of a detective role.
yeah.
Have you played the games, the Arkham games?
I tried, but they were too hard.
Too hard.
Too hard?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
fun
mean,
as
I remember
hell.
I playing one of them. I couldn't even get past that shot, and I uninstalled the game after that.
I think it's time you have a bit of a reintroduction to that because it's amazing. And once you played Arkham and you watch the movie is like, it's just like wow, mind blowing. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, I could try that.
yeah.
But I mean, back to the topic at hand about like
Yeah, total tangent.
the Marvel thing, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because like when they after Endgame, when they did their releases, they're very inconsistent. Like they had like the like they have like then yet they have like Black Widow and some other stuff. And then suddenly
Yeah.
they have Spider-Man, a very good movie.
Mm.
And then after that, suddenly they have Thor: Love and Thunder, which was like, I mean, luckily they didn't show it here
Thor-
because it would have been
Thor
waste of
dog.
my damn money watching
Thor,
that.
Dog, and Thunder. Yeah.
Exactly, because when I watched it, like I watched it with my friends.
Yeah.
It was actually just a comedy thing, most of it. Like the ending
Yeah.
was like okay. I mean, he did get the what he wanted and stuff. And then suddenly you release the what is it, Wakanda Forever. It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
You could actually see the difference. Like in Wakanda Forever, there was basically almost close to zero like comedic stuff except for like the one line where what is it, when they had like the meeting and they said, "Oh, shut up, you bald-headed demon," something like that.
I don't know. I
I
didn't watch.
forgot which one. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I know. It's when they were meeting Riri Williams.
Yeah, that one. So I was like, it's a very good movie. And then before that, they have like a very movie. It's very comedy here and there. You can see like there's like the miles of difference between them. I think maybe that's why people are not really invested because they say, oh, there's another Marvel movie. I wonder what it's gonna be this time. Like they don't really have high expectations. And even for like Endgame, I think the ending was very nice. The only thing I would be a bit disappointed on is like for Captain Marvel, like she only had like one like very short scene in the whole thing, and then that's it. Like, isn't she supposed to be the strongest one of them all? I mean, there was like
trying
the
to control the
in
woke,
terms-
the anti-woke crowd.
yeah. I mean, her movie was okay.
I
Yeah,
wish
it's not
her
bad.
movie came out after Endgame.
Yeah, because that would be like a better introduction.
I'm very
for the-
convinced that Black Widow was supposed to be before Endgame, and then they were like, "Oh wait, Captain Marvel is gonna come in Endgame, so we should show
Hype it up.
we should hype it up by like showing, hey,
Mm.
Captain Marvel's
Yeah.
coming in." And I think that's a very wasteful. Come on, Black
Yeah,
Widow
like,
literally died
I-
in Endgame, and then suddenly you want to make an origin movie about her. What's up? What?
I
I
mean,
mean,
it
like,
feels
makes
like
no sense.
it feels like the in a very fast cash grabs that they can do. Like, oh, since this movie we're already doing it, might as well just release it now and get some money so we can produce to our next movie, and then etc. etc. I mean, it's kind of like like the Thor again. Like it's a movie where it wasn't really Marvelish. It was just like, I mean, it was kind of like She-Hulk lah. Basically, if you would consider, it's basically the same as She-Hulk. Very comedic, doesn't make any sense. Like
She-Hulk's comedy.
it's supposed to be.
It's,
It's supposed to be.
Really
I
trying.
never laughed.
Really trying, but not hitting.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
mark.
Because I get if you want to do like comedic stuff. But if you try, I don't like when they try too hard. Like again, like Thor, they really try to push too many of the jokes. And like, this is not funny though. Like I don't know why you find this funny. Who wrote this? Like a 50-year-old or something? Is it like that joke?
Yeah, I do agree. That also contributes a lot to like my Marvel burnout, because literally every single movie, whenever there's an emotional thing, they need
To make it funny.
Make it funny somehow, He's like, oh guys, it's a kids thing, so we gotta make it funny, That's why I really like No Way Home. No Way Home, which I just noticed we forgot to say. Spoiler alert. Spoilers for all of this. Yeah, somebody just said spoiler at his finest.
You should have watched it.
Yeah,
it came out months ago. It's your
should've
fault.
watched it,
It's your fault. But yeah, so going back, that's alright. I think that's also really why I really liked about No Way Home. When Aunt May died,
Spoilers
it wasn't
again if you haven't watched it.
when Aunt May
Should've watched
died, they didn't try going on like, oh, she's so funny. Oh, she died because she got stabbed.
Oh, she
Like
died Omega
they
Law.
actually went into the scene, like they used it for
Like,
what it was.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I still kind of got mad a bit when I first watched Endgame. No, when after Endgame, and after that I watched Far From Home. They literally took the most traumatic experience in the entire universe at that point, the snap, right? And then they call it the blip.
Bro, I mean,
The
have
blip.
you seen She-Hulk? They released the ice cream. I forgot what was it called.
No,
The
it was
Infinity
in,
Cones.
it was in Love and Thunder.
No, was it?
It was in Love and Thunder. I remember seeing it in Love and Thunder.
I-
They literally had infinity cones in
Exactly,
in
yeah,
Asgard.
that's what I was saying.
I'm like,
But wasn't it She-Hulk?
no. It was. I'm very sure it was Love and Thunder, because I remember watching it and I was like, Love and Thunder.
You can't differentiate between two shits.
That's what I also mean.
I
You
mean,
cannot
like-
differentiate by the scenes.
Exactly, because I thought it was She-Hulk, because I know it was shared after She-Hulk. Because I did watch Love and Thunder until the end. I don't know if it was like the.
It was at the start, like whenever, like
Oh, the
when Valkyrie was doing a lot of the promotional stuff for Asgard. One of them was Infinity Cones. I'm like,
what the hell
I'm
is
like,
this
okay,
called?
I'm gonna say this outright. It's the equivalent of that actually happening in Infinity in Love and Thunder. It's the same equivalent of us right now playing Fortnite, and we can play as Adolf Hitler. As a character in Fortnite. That's literally it. Thanos literally created the most traumatic experience of the entire universe, killing half of literally all living beings. Literally half. That is, whoa.
Yeah, and then they make an ice cream shop
I know
because
we have
of
to
him.
market it. We have to market it.
Yeah, the market. No, everybody died. This is a nice marketing scheme.
Kanye West might say
Yeah,
that.
every time they go to
True.
Infinity Codes, they just remember of that traumatic experience. Straight up.
Like, licking the ice cream. Like, I remember disappearing 5 years
Yeah.
ago. Damn. I'm glad I'm back
Yeah.
here.
I don't get it.
Imagine Iron Man like seeing these things like, I literally died for this. Why is this here, bro? Like, why is this here?
And that's in the terms of like people that actually died. We didn't count for the amount of like suicides because of people depressed in that universe.
Yeah.
Suicide because of people depressed, or people that moved on with their lives and suddenly they
Oh,
come
yeah.
back home and then they see their wife on the couch again, their ex-wife. Yeah, just
Oh,
suddenly you get me. Yeah.
Everything becoming so awkward. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, that's.
What was that other Marvel movie that released? I forgot which one it was.
Mom?
In like, I don't know, was it Eternals or something?
Eternals.
Oh, yeah,
Eternals,
I watched
right?
Eternals.
I didn't
Because-
watch Eternals actually.
didn't
I
watch
also
it?
didn't watch Eternals. It was like the most random movie out of all.
But I know what
It
happens
was
in
woke
the
young.
I know what happened in
I
the end credits. though.
remember the ending. Credits,
I remember the end credits.
I
You know what
remember
happened in the end credits scene?
No,
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles
Styles.
is Thanos' brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Without
I've heard
makeup.
of that.
Yeah,
Like
without
just normal
makeup.
Harry
Yeah, yeah.
Styles.
and for like the people who are watching, I know this is a spoiler. Harry Styles,
Bro,
you know,
come on.
Yeah, I
Eternals
know.
is so old, bro. Come on.
I
that's
mean,
not-
you never know. People still haven't watched Spider-Man by this point. Like, we don't know. I mean,
Hey, King, bro.
But
and then like at the end, right? You know, people like there were girls in the movie theater. They literally screamed when they saw Harry Styles. It's like, oh my God, Harry Styles! I was like, what are you screaming for,
oh
man?
my
It's
God,
just like,
imagine watching this.
Uh,
bad
imagine
movie
knowing the
just for-
context of what he actually is.
I mean,
And they're like, no,
this
it's not
this
Harry
is a
Styles.
slight tangent, but do you know the movie Dunkirk? It's a World War II movie, right?
I think-
It's a very serious movie. Harry Styles there. I had like friends who went to watch the movie because it's Harry Styles. Even though it's a serious, like it's a shit. What's his
Who's
name?
Dunkirk again? I forgot. Like I like the guy himself. I know Dunkirk based on a real person, right?
No.
Is
It's
it?
it's about an event. it's a battle where like the Allies had to flee occupied France, I think. So it's a very crucial moment.
And then there's Harry
And
Styles.
and to be fair, Harry Styles played his part very well. Like he was
Yeah,
actually
of
serious,
course.
but people went to watch the movie.
But
Because
it's
of
Harry
him.
Yeah,
Styles.
Because of
Harry
Harry
Styles.
Styles.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, it's wait, who made the Dark Knight trilogy?
The Dark Knight. Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, why are you watching? Like, you either watch it for Christopher Nolan or for like
The movie itself.
Yeah,
Not
but-
Harry Styles.
You don't just go. I mean, that's also the same mentality. To be fair, like people like the girls that you're talking about, and the people that your friends that watch because of Harry Styles. That's also a big. I'm gonna go on like a very big tangent here. That's also the big reason why the voice acting industry is slowly dying.
Bro, that is a huge tangent.
Yeah, no, it's true because voice like animated movies etc. nowadays. They instead of choosing like proper voice actors, they use big names. Mario.
I was gonna say.
It's me,
yes.
Mario.
I was gonna say, like, out of all people, why did you choose Chris Pratt? Like, why didn't you choose? I was gonna say, I mean,
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Shoot.
that went out. Yeah, you gotta pull it out and put it
Yeah.
back in. I think.
they don't.
No, press the metal thing. Yeah, and then like. No, you gotta like shove it. Yeah, just stop.
Not even
Okay.
having the
They were going to
original
shut off my
actors.
opinions.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, why don't you just put a literal, like at least somebody who can actually have like a Italian accent, because Mario is Italian, right? So he
Or
should
even
have.
just use their original like
Yeah, the
voice
vo-
actors.
yeah.
They did. You know, actually, the original one is actually in the French dub. Is the original one.
People
Yeah.
Oh,
actually
Illuminati is-
people
yeah.
actually was like, well, if you put the Mario game voice into a full 2-hour movie, wouldn't it sound very grating and annoying? I'm like, he's a voice actor.
That's what
he
he
can
does.
adjust it. He can literally adjust his voice to make it sound like Mario, except a lot more bearable. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, even if Chris Pratt wants to do it, I mean, I don't think it's a problem on his part. But at least you could maybe ask him to try to put like an Italian
Yeah,
accent.
because
on it.
he
Don't-
did-
why make it like an American thing? Like,
I mean, he had like a
Oh,
bit of a
Mario.
Brooklyn accent.
Exactly.
He did voice acting for the Lego movie, which is quite
I think the
good.
Lego movie was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
But
bad.
that's mainly
but-
because Lego movie was like a clean slate.
Yeah, true.
So like
It's a bit
yeah.
open for.
But this
speaking
is
of
Mario, right?
I mean,
yeah, it's
this,
a very big franchise.
a
I
bit
think,
of a
yeah.
tangent, just a
And
shout out,
someone-
like not shout out, just a RIP to Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
because of
yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
Conroy,
yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of voice actors,
100%,
yep.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I think about like voice acting movies.
Yeah.
And here's another new example is Space Jam with Zendaya.
I didn't watch.
Zendaya?
Zendaya was in
Space
Space
Jam. Lola Bunny had the actual voice actor, the literal same Lola Bunny voice actor as the first Space Jam. Right now, got LeBron James. Right, remember?
Yeah.
Now
LeBron
it's LeBron James.
LeBron
I
James.
call him Lamau James actually because of his opinions on Hong Kong.
Wow.
Okay,
Wait.
so Lamau James, right? In that movie, it actually originally had the original Lola Bunny voice actress that was in the Michael Jordan one.
Mhm.
But then I don't know what happened, but nearing the end, they were like, we can just change it to Zendaya, and then they just swapped it. They called Zendaya, and then they just swapped it to Zendaya, and then all of Lola Bunny's lines was voiced by Zendaya, which, okay, I will admit, Zendaya's voice does fit Lola Bunny, but Lola Bunny is already an established character that has a certain voice. You
Mhm.
cannot just like swap it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
It's
a lot
just
of
a
a lot
mark-
of people dunk on Chris Pratt, but I also think Luigi. I also think the Charlie Day who didn't really do a good job on Luigi because Luigi didn't have an Italian accent either. Okay, what?
Oh yeah, I was talking about. I was going to say about how Zendaya being like Lola Bunny. I don't know. It's not actually that bad. Maybe it's just because that in this new genre, maybe like having like a specific voice. Do you think that would get more?
No, but she
people
already
into
had
the
a
theaters?
voice.
No, but she already had.
No,
She literally already
Yeah.
had the voice actor. Already did her lines and stuff,
Mm.
and then like they just thought halfway.
Last minute
We need
change
more
that.
pull.
Yeah,
We
that's the
need
thing.
more pull. So they just
Yeah.
chose a famous actress at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that's weird. If they had like gone for Zendaya at first, maybe it would make sense. But the fact that they already voiced all the lines, I don't know. I mean, like, sure, I guess the appeal is there, even though Zendaya's good, but like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it's again like you said, more of a for like the
It's a cash
pool.
grab lah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Actually, this tangent goes back to the main point. This
Yeah.
whole thing is just a huge cash grab. Like
yeah.
people are sick of
Especially-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We want actual like cinema, like something with effort. We don't want the
Mm.
same recycled crap.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have like if you release maybe a good movie after like maybe 6 months, a year plus.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Instead of having like every 3 months, oh look, there's another Marvel movie. Look at watch this one.
Consumerism
Yeah,
at
watch
its
this one,
highest.
and then watch that one. You know, then they send, oh look, we're gonna drop a bomb here, a very good one, very nice. You know, like I don't get that. Yeah, I get that. I get
Yo,
that
that
now.
sounded kind of sus though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should just release like good ones like after a few like some time. I don't mind waiting. I'd rather wait and have a good thing that I can watch. Like, oh, this is actually worth my like 20 ringgit if I spend on cinema. Like watch it at the cinema. This actually will worth my 20 ringgit. You know, instead of having like, oh, I have to spend 20 ringgit and then after 3 months 20 ringgit again. It's like gets tiring. I mean, if my friends are gonna watch it just for the fun of it, I would. But I mean, I never watched Morbius, and I still like the fact that people said it's the horrible.
Morbius.
It's Morbin
It's
time.
Morbin time.
It's
Yeah.
Morbin
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I mean,
And then
that's
he
the thing.
proceeded to mob all over me.
Now that is sus, bro. That is actually sus.
Okay, that's an actual.
Yeah, that's the
stuff.
that's the weird
It's
stuff.
the meme, bro. Come on.
So we went on like a very long segment.
It was fun though.
It was fun.
It was
actually,
fun.
That is
like
fun.
it. So we have to actually enter into our next break.
Yeah.
And our next break, we will be playing a song called Once Again by Let Me Know. And we're going to be using his
All
song
the tracks are
called-
from Let Me Know, by the way. Shout out to Let Me Know.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Very
Oh
easy.
shucks.
Oh no, let me know.
If you haven't watched
And
his,
we're gonna
like,
be playing his
documentaries,
song
you
called
definitely should.
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal.
It's more of a background music, but it's pretty good though.
So with that in mind, we're gonna go into a break. Once again, I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by.
DJ Retro.
DJ Desu.
And DJ Katsu.
So we're gonna enter into our break. We are Radio MMU.
Your
Your
ultimate multimedia tunes.
Okay, let's see
Bye
what's
bye.
Let's go.
Bye.
On. Okay. Hi.
Hello. What's up?
Hello,
Welcome back from the break. I'm DJ Spidey, accompanied by.
DJ Retro.
DJ Desu.
And DJ Katsu.
Hello. So we are RadioMMU, your
Your
ultimate
ultimate
multimedia
multimedia
tunes.
tunes.
Yeah,
See?
I'm making sure you guys get it. Okay?
Yeah.
It's stuck in your brain now.
We're being trained.
Brainwash.
Brainwash.
With
Yeah.
that, right. You like retro. What is next on
Alright,
the
next
show plan?
we are going to talk about games, specifically, not specifically, broadly more about our favorite games, and maybe a little more about like AAA titles versus indie games. That will be our conversation. And
okay.
yeah,
Okay, let's just start off slow first, right? What's your favorite game?
mine. Very hard to put down, but as of now, I would say Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
I agree.
Okay.
Right.
I think-
Continue.
Alright. I feel like Dark Souls, maybe it's a hot take, or maybe not. Dark Souls is the pinnacle of gaming, or at least
Yes.
Soulsborne.
Yeah.
At least Soulsborne is the pinnacle
Yes,
of gaming.
yes, yes.
I think it's
Okay.
big.
I find no
genre.
problems with that statement.
Exactly.
I am a Souls fan.
Hey, let's go.
I may not be a Souls fan, but I heard it's pretty hard.
I mean,
It
it's
is-
hard is one thing, but the thing is, once you just figure out what a boss does, it's just a rhythm game at that point.
Yeah, it's like the game actually teaches you, without actually teaching you how to play the game. It doesn't spoon feed you. You learn it the hard way, but you can learn it eventually. I'm a pretty shit gamer, to be honest. Totally bad. I suck at casual gaming, but Dark Souls somehow like I still made it through. Like that's how well designed Dark Souls is.
Wait, hold on. I'll give a moment. Nati asks, can I request music? I'm sorry, you can't. It's
Not-
our
not,
choice.
not for this session.
Not for this particular session while we're still doing things. Maybe if we go back to Twitch, yes.
Yeah.
You guys sound more and more professional after each break. Thank you.
Hey, let's
Right,
go.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Razin.
Yeah. Right.
Shout out to
continue
Razin.
on. So as we go
Nice.
talking about Soulsborne, what you have to
Oh.
say? Like, what do you like? What's your favorite game?
It's kind of hard to narrow it down. Of course.
At least the
everyone-
latest ones.
Well, I normally when games that comes to mind, like those old games I really enjoy, especially Journey, Shadow of the Colossus. But I
Oh,
will say one
nice.
of the best games that I played recently is probably Horizon Forbidden West. Like that, even Horizon Zero Dawn. I really like the series very much. I like the gameplay. You know, the story is pretty good. Pretty basic, but it's pretty good as well. The graphics, oh my god, the graphics are really nice, and the mechanics are also really cool. Even just the idea of battling mechanical animals and like dinosaurs and stuff. I can't explain to you how good it is.
Okay. How about you, Kazu? What's your favorite game currently at the moment?
I'm not quite sure because I played a lot of single player games. I think it's quite hard to narrow it down to like a very specific one. But I think for recently, I think it has to be the Metro series because as I was like
Metro.
Metro.
So you played 2033? Did you play?
I played one of them. I forgot which one it was. I think it was the Redux or something. I don't remember.
Oh, so
which
Metro
one.
2033 Redux,
Yeah.
or maybe even Last Light, whichever.
Yeah. But
I'll just ask you. 2023. Majority of the time, you're in the tunnels.
yeah.
Like you barely go up, but then
Mm.
Last Light you go up once in a while. Okay,
Yes.
so you're in the tunnels.
Yes.
And then it's 2033. Yeah. I actually really like Metro, and I love Metro. So,
Yeah, because for me, I normally play like FPS games.
Yeah.
I'm not really like a story type thing, and unless I play like the only story I've played, which is like like solely single player, I would say is probably the Yakuza series. I really like that one also. But I think for overall it has to be Metro because of the. I'm not really like the kind of person to play those kind of games that with the. A lot of the how would you say like learning the mechanics, the atmosphere,
Yeah.
knowing what to do. So it was a very refreshing like experience for me lah, because I never play survival games. So I really know which weapon to use, what kind of like bombs you need to use, what you need to do like in the story. You can do stealth or non-stealth. It's very very like if you do something wrong, it really hurts. Like like it's kind of like Elden Ring now, like your game, right? You played that
No,
thing
I was
also.
talking about Elden Ring.
I know, but I mean your game is like has the same genres,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Those kind of genres, like the one that
I mean,
really punish
just a
you,
header. I've not played most of the latest titles because I don't have that a
Money?
pretty good gaming laptop.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
like
fair,
titles
fair.
before
I mean,
2015.
I thought you were gonna say you're broke. I mean, I don't blame
Yeah,
you.
indirectly, yes.
Indirectly, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was kind of refreshing for me lah to try, and I don't know, it just had that very special touch to it. Very atmospheric. Storyline was good. You know, I think that's about really. I mean, other games I've played. I mean, I tried Cyberpunk again, but I don't know if I found it quite easy to progress to the story. Like you never, like the story goes so fast that you want to do the side stories and you're like, oh, okay, this level is too high for me. Like why is the level for the story not as high as the side stories that I can do? You know, like if you want to get better weapons or some shit like that, you have to do that. I even had to resort to like cheating for that. I used cheat engine to get more money. Not really money, but I had to use the cheat for more bullets. I literally couldn't find any bullets, so I just used the cheat engine to put more bullets into my inventory.
Cyberpunk, more like Cyberflunk.
True. I mean, I couldn't actually run it before. Now I have like a decent gaming PC. Okay lah, I can run it.
Are you sure it's not the game bugs?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, so far it looks okay lah. I think at the moment with it, like it's like current build. What other games have I tried? I tried God of War. Never finished it actually because I ended up deleting it because.
Have you played the old ones?
No, I never played them. Like on the PS2, I never played them. The only thing I ever played on PS2 was like the football games and like GTA. But
In my opinion, the PS2 has the penultimate titles: Resident Evil 4 and God of War 2. If you have
God
a
of War
PS2,
2,
yeah.
PS2, you have to play those two.
Yeah. Sad I never played those. I don't know. I never really got interested in those kind of genres before.
I think you might like Resident Evil 4. It's more of an FPS. There's a story, but honestly,
I mean,
the story is like
There was also there's an upcoming remake soon, right?
Yeah,
You
there is.
can
I was about to
you can
mention
buy
that.
that. You can buy that
I
soon.
think-
I think it's out actually.
It's already out.
Yeah, I think people already played it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I tried the Resident Evil 3 remake. I think. I mean,
Resident Evil 3 remake. Apparently, from what I heard, I follow a streamer. He's a big fan of this Resident Evil games. He said the Resident Evil 3 remake was very bad compared to the original.
Because I tried it lah. Cause I mean I didn't buy it. You know, I had to pirate it. You know,
for
for obvious student reasons.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I mean I
I don't even
couldn't.
have a Steam account.
Bro.
I don't have a Steam account.
What? Okay, that's insane. Actually, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Like
okay.
you know, cough
Mm.
cough.
You have
Yeah.
You can do
Yeah,
it.
so I couldn't even open the game. I couldn't even get to the menu in the first place. I tried to run it, never worked. I tried to do some fixes, never worked. I just deleted it. Didn't even try it again. It was that bad. I couldn't even run the thing. I was
I
like, you know what?
see.
Nah, I'm not gonna try this anymore.
I see.
But other than that, maybe Yakuza Hoshi is not a bad series itself. I mean, it's a very arcade style game, but I like the storyline lah. And it also has like the usual Capcom funny stuff, like when the main character suddenly has to sing a song in a bar and you have to play like the mini game for it. Yeah, that one exactly. that one exactly. I find that very funny, but
like
Story-
wacky lah.
yeah, it's very wacky. It has like like the very serious story. Suddenly the side stories are just complete funny stuff. Like everything is for
full
fun.
of meme potential.
Exactly,
You can
exactly.
Dig up all those memes.
Yeah. I think that's like I think that's the point of those sides, like side quests actually for the memes. I think, and I think they execute it very well. It's very funny. What about you, GS Paidi?
Before I go on with my part, Nati asks, how can I be a part of this? Okay, first of all, are you an MMU student? If you are, and then come by our studio every Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. until like 12 a.m., whichever time you want to choose. Come to our studio in the Faculty of Engineering of MMU. Okay, all right. If you want to join, if you're an MMU student, I don't know if you are. So yeah, okay. So with that in mind, my favorite game. Man, I've been playing games since I was like 8, since I was like a 9. I'm 22 years old already. 21 years old already. I played so many games. Okay, there is a game franchise that have stuck with me ever since I played it for the first time since I was 11 or 12. I forgot. It's called Mass Effect.
Yes, I know.
Mass Effect had a massive effect on you.
Yeah, if you ever have the chance of playing Mass Effect, you can play the latest one, the Legendary Edition. Legendary Edition has all of the DLCs and stuff, right? You can play Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 for the price of just one game. AAA price, but still, one game. You get 3 whole games, full of DLCs, full of everything. And I remember playing, the first time I played Mass Effect, I was like 12 or 13, I forgot. It was like back in 2013, 2012. I played it, and then when I played it, I remember it being like very impactful and stuck with me. And then recently, the Legendary Edition came out, and I'm like, is it as good as I remembered? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is as good as I remember. Every single thing, every single fan service they create from Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, all good. But I do have to give you a warning. Throughout Mass Effect 1, 2... But throughout Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3... Mass Effect 3, it kind of ended on a sour note. So I will say right now, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, great games. I do not see anything wrong. I could straight up just call it a masterpiece. The only thing that was wrong about Mass Effect as a whole franchise was the ending of Mass Effect 3. And that's sadly one of the few things that I just instantly remember the second I think of Mass Effect 3. Even though throughout the entire Mass Effect 3, I had such a blast. I had so much fun playing it. But every time I think of Mass Effect 3, I just think of the last 10 minutes.
The ending is I haven't played Mass Effect, but I think I've heard about it. The ending where, some of these AAA games like to have these choices, but then for the ending you just had like a long talk, and then you had to choose between paths or something.
He's trying really hard not to spoil.
It was quite frankly, it was quite basically like, imagine Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. The entire game, from start to finish, you had to do so many choices. There was choices in Mass Effect 3 that could only happen if you made certain choices in Mass Effect 1. And I'm not talking about major changes. I'm talking about literal minute details in Mass Effect 1 that carry over to Mass Effect 3. And then it actually made your experience much more worthwhile, and you feel a lot more fulfilled. Because literally you could do anything in Mass Effect 1, and you do it, and then it actually has an effect in Mass Effect 3. I'll just give you a bit of a small example. There's in Mass Effect 1, there was a certain race called a Quarian, and the Quarian has created this robots, and the robots, just like any other typical robot film, gained sentience and then basically started killing the creators. Okay, right.
Okay, bro.
So you have to make sure that what you're doing, and then you talk to that one friend of yours that was from that Korean race, and you basically comfort her and tell her, it's cool, all gonna be okay. Mass Effect 2, you literally meet a member of that robotic sentient being that is a part of killing the creators, and then when they meet, they butt each other, of course, obviously, because creator goes, what the hell, you killed my whole race. The one is like, we did not kill your race, we literally just asked, do we have a soul? That's it, right? Right? And then they had that fight, and then based on how you diffuse that situation in Mass Effect 2, it carries over to Mass Effect 3, where you actually have to make a choice of whether you can create peace between the robots of that race and the actual creators of So you have to do so many things in Mass Effect 1 and 2 to make sure that you can create peace in Mass Effect 3 for those two races, that kind of stuff. And I really like how everything just carries over everything. But then the last 10 minutes, the literal last 10 minutes, hi. Okay, so what you can do is you can either do that and you get blue color, or you do that, you get green color, and you do or you can also do that and you get red color ending. I'm not even joking. The ending
with a spirit boy.
All three endings for Mass Effect 3 is the same. The literal same scenes, literal same things that happen, except it has a blue filter, it has a green filter, it has a red filter. That's it. That is literally it.
I've seen it.
But if there was any game that I could recommend, I cannot recommend Mass Effect anything more, because that is a game where it's all about the journey. It's not about
It's
what
journey.
happens
It's all
at the
about the
end.
journey,
Straight
not
up.
the end. Not
So that's it.
Fair.
But to be fair, like I feel the ending is equally as important though, the payoff.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But
Because
there's-
if like what you mentioned, thematically this was there in, I'm not sure if you played this, but BioShock Infinite.
yeah, I know.
Because if you played BioShock, the entire game is based on selecting one of two choices.
yeah,
And if you followed the model part, you get a model ending. You went a bit or more of a genocide, then you get the bad ending. And people thought that's kind of what's going to come in BioShock Infinite. Throughout the game, you have like choices. By the end, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
what happens in the end of BioShock Infinite again?
It's like
You fight
it's-
Songbird and then
It's a bit confusing because it's like it goes into portals
yeah,
and stuff.
you go into alternate timelines like
Yeah.
you're actually the villain of in this game, but you came from another alternate timeline where you
Yeah.
interchange each other. And and then it's like, so how am I gonna kill the main villain of the game? And then it's like,
Kill yourself.
because you're the same person, we have to kill you. Yeah, I remember.
Oh
I
man.
remember. Yeah.
Also, sorry if anyone who wanted to play BioShock Infinite.
BioShock
that's why-
Infinite is literally a decade old. Okay, if I go play it.
It's a pretty good game, although not like I don't rate it as higher than BioShock. BioShock for me is like kind of perfect in what it does.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Huh?
One
The
or
fir-
2.
One
The
definitely.
first one.
One.
First one.
Two, bro.
They
That's
don't-
not even that's out of the topic. I did not even like think of playing that. No, get it out of my sight.
These type of games also kind of remind me of what was that game? Was that Infamous Second Son? I'm pretty sure I remember watching that game a long time ago. It was like a game where the endings is all. It's not like it's where different choices affects the ending, but in this sense, it's literally like that because you will get two different endings whether you choose to be famous or infamous. That's like the title, where if you're good, you get like a more well-rounded story, and then you can get like a happy ending, right? But if you chose the infamous route, which is like the bad ending, one of the major perks is that it gives you special like, abilities. By special abilities, like more destructive abilities where you can kill your enemies more easily. But in the end, it gives you like such a very heartbreaking and very like terrible like ending that yes, you can get all these very cool and new fancy powers that you don't get in the good ending, but yeah, you sacrifice the story a bit.
The only thing I remember about Infamous Second Son was that their marketing strategy in Brazil, I think. Infamous Second Son, if you buy Infamous Second Son, you get free condoms.
What?
Yeah, it was in Brazil, I think.
Ayo.
I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That was the marketing
I'm
strat.
not sure about that, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Brazil for the win, FIFA World Cup 2022.
Oh,
Let's
really? Yeah,
go.
nah.
Let's go.
It depends. It depends who wins against France and England. Who wins that? I think it really depends. That
Yeah,
one.
true.
If France win, then we're done for lah. Basically, it's most likely France in that sense. But okay, anything else? I would say another story about that really depends on choices. I would say is the Walking Dead series, not the ones after the first one. The first one was a masterpiece. I love the first one.
That also I would also think is more of a journey kind of thing because
Yeah.
if you notice that in the majority of the Walking Dead, especially season
2?
especially the latest season actually, the one with the Clementine grow up,
Yeah.
so many things that you do doesn't matter because in the end it still leads to the same thing.
Yeah. I still like the first one. I think the first one where Lee was the main character and when he first found Clementine, I still think that that's one of the best ones because you can really choose the endings you want. You can kill this character if you want, or if you don't kill him, something bad would happen, and it's very. You can see immediately you can really see the results of your choices lah. At least it really does that. The second one wasn't bad either, but I think after that it's really
I also think that the reason why the season 3 and the final season doesn't hit as hard, etc., is because we kind of got used to the formula, so we kind of know how it works. Because if you think about the stuff in season 1, and you think about the choices, they still kind of do lead to the same point.
Yeah.
They still kind of do lead to the same point. Like Lee still dies.
Yeah.
Ben still dies somehow. Lee will get bit no matter what.
Yeah, yeah.
stuff,
I
right?
mean, yeah.
In
that's
the
a
end,
bit,
it does still have the same outcomes no matter what you do. But I don't know why in Walking Dead season 1, it feels a lot more fulfilling and a lot
Yeah,
better
yeah.
compared
I mean,
to
like, okay. If
It's
you
probably
try to
because
hide
it
on-
just started out, so people aren't just like used to it. Because it's sort of like a new format. It's like the
Mm.
first
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So the first thing will always like be memorable, but then when it gets repeated, of course. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
like
Call
it's
back
like-
to the previous topic.
yeah, like in the movies, like that.
Okay, I think somebody said about FNAF. Yeah, I think
Five
FNAF.
Nights at
Oh.
Freddy's.
Who's an
That's what
OG
I wanna
FNAF
be.
here since FNAF 1? Oh
Me.
my god.
I used to watch.
I watch.
Markiplier.
Yeah, I watch Markiplier.
I-
Every playthrough he does, I watch
I
every
Hello,
playthrough.
I
he does.
still
My
remember.
name is Markiplier.
I still remember watching Markiplier
Uh.
with my at my friend's house together. We were all watching. We were just walking together, and then it was FNAF 1, and then it was episode 2. He ended episode 2 with the Foxy jump scare, I think, and then we both got scared.
yeah,
and they were like, "Okay, time to
yeah.
go to
Oh
school,"
my
because it was afternoon session, and the
Yeah.
school was about to start. So yeah.
Everyone be watching those gameplays. I'm just one of those nerds that will like look through every single like theory videos of FNAF at the time. I used to watch like Pretty Grumpy Bear, like what's that?
Doko.
Yeah, Darko. So and
Of course, it's Matt.
8-bit, yeah, MatPat obviously, and then 8-bit Ryan.
Ah, 8-bit Ryan's
8-bit
also-
gaming. Yeah, they were called 8-bit gaming at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
That's how I
yeah.
got into them, and
Yeah.
then how they were all speculating and all those times,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I think I would say, like personally, the third game is not that scary. Out of
Yeah.
all of
Third
them, the third game is
game.
not that scary.
I think the third game. Okay, obviously, yeah.
It's for the
I
lore.
also think fourth.
Yeah,
I also think
yeah,
the fourth
the
game wasn't
lore.
that scary actually.
At least it
I-
had jump scares.
I
though.
think the fourth
yeah,
game.
the jump scares were actually like in your face.
Yeah,
and
but
like
then-
Spring Chat's like, oh, what's
I-
up, bro?
I would-
How you
I would-
doing?
What's
What's up, bro?
Yeah, but I would think that the Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I think what made me like not so scared about the animatronics in Five Nights at 4 is because they tried too hard to make them look scary to the point where
You mean like
it
the-
had a reverse effect of like it just looks funny.
You mean like the very sharp teeth, the very like the
I
very
don't know.
aggressive
Yeah,
look on them?
I really enjoy how in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 you could actually believe they are from
They're just
a restaurant.
Yeah.
yeah, they're just it's because they're not trying, right? It's just really ominous that those original look. It's just like when you see like Chica and then you see how like she just stares at you, so
Yeah.
lifeless and dead. That's what really scares you.
Yeah.
Just seeing all those like broken bits and like teeth and like those sharp like nails. It's like
Yeah.
standard like monster like
Yeah.
designs.
It's like
We
you
are-
don't expect them to be very scary based on the looks.
I-
Something kind of like that.
The Springtrap is cool, to be honest. Man,
No,
true.
I mean lore wise.
meme wise, yes.
Meme wise and lore wise, yes. Jump scare wise, no. I remember that one episode of Markiplier, like at the end, he basically was, like Springtrap was in front of the window. Markiplier just stared at him for like maybe 5 minutes and then the game ended. I was like, oh, we passed the night. I was like, okay, that's it.
Oh man.
I mean, it's weird how like the hallucinations was actually scarier than like the main animatronic
guy
that
that
was
can
there.
actually
Yeah,
kill
the guy
you,
that actually
right?
can kill you is not scary, but the rest are actually scary. Especially, I think Chica's like on the on the screen. I really didn't like that image of like her
the
on
guy
the screen.
the guy agreed.
Oh, shout out
Yes.
to Yashwan, my friend.
Oh really?
Yeah,
yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes.
Shout out to Yashun.
Okay,
Let's go, let's go.
Uh,
This whole thing, like talking about FNAF, that actually transitions well to what I plan to talk about, the whole indie, because it's a fantastic game and it's made by one guy, and it's like it just runs off like it's a very pure idea. There's no filter, it's what he
Yeah,
came up with, and then people actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
So-
it's like yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I think that would be. I think that's okay. That's a nice segue. I think we can also go. Okay, so we all had our opinions on our favorite AAA game.
Mm.
Yes.
So what's your favorite indie game and why is it Stardew Valley? No.
Never played Stardew Valley. Never played Stardew Valley.
Come on.
No. Stardew Valley. Have you tried Stardew Valley?
No.
But
But
I-
I've seen the gameplay.
I mean, the reason I like Stardew Valley the most is because literally everything inside that game, from the graphics to the coding to the songs to the thing, everything is just what's his name?
I like how you said coding.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
even did coding.
Yeah,
Sure,
proves
okay.
you, the true FCI
Yeah.
True FCI
no one would say
experience.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell. I like if you once you see like really bad code and like really
Bad
seamless
mechanics,
code,
yeah.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
really say. And being in an FCI, right, really breaks my heart to find out that games are just a big giant compilation of if else and what
Yeah,
ifs.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
You know, the magic is gone. The magic is gone. straight
all
up.
these like big choices are like basically if choose this
Yeah.
instruction,
Then
else
this
happens.
yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, straight up. So yeah. So going back, the coding, etc. I can tell whether it's good code or bad code. Like Yandere Dev. Like, have you seen Yandere Dev? Like the Yandere Dev?
Yeah.
Have you seen how he codes?
No, but I saw him
I
chugging
will
the
show you.
glass of milk though.
I just need to explain. I'll just explain to you something very small. He had a function. You're an FCI kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he had that function. He had a function to detect whether something is even, right? How would you do it? How would you detect whether something's even?
If if integer equals to maybe like modulus something like that.
Modulus,
yeah,
right?
modulus,
Modulus,
yeah.
And the remainder is
Yeah,
zero.
Zero, yeah.
right?
Yep.
Do you know how he does it?
How?
If equals 2, if equals 4, if equals 6, equals 8, if equals 12, equals
No
10.
way.
No
yes.
way.
Yes, that's
No
the reason
way.
why
What?
Yandere. That's why Yandere Dev, when you start it, it takes 10 years to start the game because the game is constantly loading so many things at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. He actually.
Bro, no way.
Whoa. How is
Yeah.
it still functioning as a game?
Yeah, he straight up recorded if equals to 2, if equals to 6, and then he posted it on Twitter. He posted it on Twitter. He's like, man, if only there was an easier way to do this. Yes, there is. Yes, there is an easier
Chinese
way to do
modulus
this.
or something.
We hate to
Whoa.
break it to you, there is an easier way.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah. Yes.
I feel like
I know
even
you're
if-
dumbfounded, but it's true. He posted it on Twitter once, and I was like, "Okay, you're joking."
Oh god.
So yeah, so that's so going back. Stardew Valley is my favorite indie game choice. So what do you guys favorite? What are your guys' favorite indie game?
Hands
choices?
down, anything Toby Fox makes.
Oh, like an Undertale.
Undertale.
I mean, the only
Deltarune.
thing annoying about Toby Fox is the fan base. It's fine. It's for me, yeah.
But then
I mean,
don't
I
engage
think
in the fan
I
base.
think every fan base has a kind of like
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
weird spot of it.
Undertale fans
Dark
are a
Souls too,
different.
actually.
The Undertale fans are a different breed. They're a different breed, bro.
I mean,
True.
we don't have to engage in the fan base.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as a game itself, I'm not sure if you've played Undertale, but it's fantastic,
Mm.
right?
I've
It's
definitely played it.
like it's so straightforward. I think like anyone could come up like in terms of the mechanics and stuff like that, you can come up with it yourself. But to think to that level of like meta-ness, if that's a word, yeah, it's like how do I explain this?
Like you
It's
like
like
how
it's-
the fact that he actually thought of every single outcome, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and also it's like it's a game about games.
Yeah, and then he
indirectly.
makes fun of
Yeah,
himself a lot, right?
Yeah, it's like satire, but it's also like a very heartfelt game on its own. If you treat games in like more, I just want to have fun, I just want to kill as many monsters, then you get what you get, right?
Yeah.
But if you think of games like, oh, I want to engage myself, I want to be, I want to like understand the characters, then you get what you want.
Yeah.
And both are equally deserving, and that's like what's so fantastic about Undertale. Yeah. And Deltarune too, but since it's still more or less we don't see the full picture yet, so I can't really comment much about it. But yeah, that's my take on my favorite indie game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yasu?
Oh, okay. So, well, you probably already know that I'm a huge FNAF fan, but
Same.
besides that, there's actually quite a lot of indie games that I have seen. Like another game that I've actually played quite during my free time, especially like before SPM, while I didn't have much internet because I used to go to a boarding school. I used to play Dead Cells.
Oh.
It was one of those games that, because I watched the trailer and I saw the trailer and I saw how it was a very cool trailer.
Okay,
And
bro.
then I got kind of interested, so then I decided to like buy the game on my iPad. And because it didn't really require internet, it was actually quite a very like interesting experience. Well, it was a platformer, but it was a game that really like tried to hone in on the whole death and revive system, where if you every time you play and then you die, you have to relearn from your mistakes, and then when you get respawned back, you have to like keep trying, and then like there's like as you keep dying and over again, you get stronger and more stronger, and you start to learn better. It's like a game that not only do you level up in game, but you also feel like your character level up, like you yourself has leveled up. That's why I really enjoy
Mobile
it.
Dark Souls.
It has the same like style. It has the same format of Dark Souls.
Not format, more like the
the
motivation.
the motivation, the idea of like being able to like level up yourself and understanding how enemy patterns and stuff. And then you start to get better and better.
Yeah, for that I would actually say about the rage games. You know, like those games that actually make you rage as hell. Like, you know, like those platformer ones you jump and then suddenly
Cat Mario.
something like that. Yeah, like that genre.
Have you
lah.
completed one?
No, I've seen people like highlights of
Pogo Stuck. Bennett Foddy.
Oh,
or like, you know,
yeah,
getting
that-
over it. Something like that. Exactly, something like that.
I ironically like it though. Honestly.
I think story-wise, it's funny, but I think it's like the rage is always the fun part about it, you know. And I think that doesn't that game like make fun of the players when they make mistakes?
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah.
satire.
But I remember playing getting over it when you get up, and then when you do a big fall, it will be like subtle jabs. Like for example, when you do a big fall and suddenly music now playing a great big fall.
yeah, exactly.
Impeccable comic
Yeah,
comedy timing.
it's very mentally, like, you know, it tires your mental more than your like the gaming thing. It really hurts your feelings lah if you're not strong enough to do that. But yeah.
You know,
But
speedrunners can finish within like 2 minutes.
But
Dude,
hey,
Yeah, but I mean, bro, speedrunning is a whole
Speedrunners
different
are
thing.
A whole different breed.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I've seen multiple speedruns, like James Bond games, Mario. I think the one of the best ones is like Mario, but a lot of people have been like, you know, I can't imagine doing that to myself. Like that one guy who did the whole playthrough, like the whole playthrough blindfold was, I think, like the most like, you know, the thing. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah. I was like,
I know
wow,
that
you can
I-
do this blindfold.
yeah,
I don't know
I-
if I
I-
could even play this normally doing
I
this
know,
speed.
I know a
Blindfold.
person.
It's only a challenge with our eyes open.
Exactly.
I still remember that one guy of who I streamer. I think it was Happy Hob. He did like right before Elden Ring came out, he managed to do the entire Soulsborne series back to back, no damage. Yeah, no damage. So he literally started from Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Soulsborne, and then Bloodborne and everything. And then he only finished it in a nick of time, like 1 or 2 days before Elden Ring came out. And I thought that was like so cool.
Exactly.
He
That-
literally
that is
practiced for
cool.
like a year or something to make sure,
That
and
is
then he
cool,
got
yeah.
it like right before Elden Ring came out.
Okay. I mean, okay. So for me, like, you know, going back to the indie game, but I don't really play. Or I haven't seen a lot of like indie games, like, you know, playing it myself. I will still say that I still think FNAF is still one of my best indie games, especially like, you know, like
The early games.
Shout out Scott Cotton.
the early games, and even like the fan games. Like, even until now,
yeah, the fan games.
people doing the fan games now are actually just, you know, they're just very good. Like there's the new one called like the glitched attractions.
Yes.
See
Yeah.
that one? Yeah, I've seen that one. I was like, bro, this is an amazing game. Like the changing the concept of the original game while keeping the same aesthetics of the, like, you know, like the same
That's
story.
like
Yeah.
true hats
I
off
see.
to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it's like this is a different type of gameplay that we're not used to, but it still keeps the same elements and everything, and it's portrayed very well. I don't know. Like I just think like for indie, FNAF still has like one of the strongest going ones lah. Because, you know, you have the glitch attractions, you have what is it?
Like the fan base is impeccable.
This is even the new one. They actually implemented SCP into that.
Oh, yeah.
SCP,
Oh, that one, that
they
was so
actually made a
cool.
FNAF game based on SCP. It's called SCP in the Endurance. You know, you have like the Plague Doctor. You have
Yeah, then you have like the Builder Bear.
yeah.
Then you have the what's he called? Old Man. Yeah.
Yeah, the shy guy. You have like, you know, like the
Oh, dude, the Shy Guy scares the hell.
and the one, you know, like the one you have to look at every time, the one that moves when you don't look at it. That one. I forgot what
okay.
I forgot
the name of that SCP.
The
Yeah.
peanut. The
Yeah, the one who made
the
statue, yeah,
the
statue or
sculpt-
something.
sculpture?
Whipping Angel.
Is it that one?
I mean, it's from Doctor Who, Whipping Angel.
The concept is
The
like
concept is
yeah,
from
yeah,
Doctor
yeah,
Who,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that one. So I was thinking, like, you know, I saw like 8-bit Ryan playing that. I was like, wow, this is actually a very interesting concept. You know, doing that. it has a lot of like features. Like when you enter the room, and to first start, you have to switch on your laptop, your PC. You have to enter the code. If you switch off the power and switch it on again, you have to re-log in into the thing to open the cameras.
The
You
thing
know-
about saving power with your filtration system.
Yeah, exactly. Turning on and off the vents.
It's like a risk.
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
awesome.
yeah.
Small thing about SAP. You guys know that? Do you guys know there's an SAP where it's just a 7-Eleven in Malaysia?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dude,
there's an SCP log about just a random 7-Eleven in Malaysia.
That would be scary though, to be honest.
I'm not even joking.
Where is it?
Man.
I don't know, but you can just search SCP 7-Eleven. It's literally a run.
Imagine-
The location is literally somewhere in Malaysia. It's
Bruh.
straight up. That's the SCP.
How did 7E in Malaysia get their own SCP logs?
I don't know.
Fine. kinda funny though.
Finally, there's
I
a
mean, scary
Malaysian
though.
SAP.
Yeah.
But I think I would be more scared of a random 7-Eleven popping up than like some like ghost or some shit like that.
I don't think it's like a random popping up thing. I just think there's something strange about the 7-Eleven. I forgot what it was. But yeah, that's the log. That's
They
literally
have
a log.
they have
about it.
Slurpees 24/7.
Oh yeah.
They always have.
I mean,
Slurpees.
yeah, SCP's not necessarily bad. There's that
Yeah.
there's
The
that
goop-
SCP
the
where
goop
it's
thing.
Just whack.
it's an unending what was it? The cake that regenerates itself.
Ah, yeah, the cake that just keeps regenerating. Yeah.
I just think the SCP can solve world hunger.
I mean, there are some good SCPs. Like even in like the game SCP Endurance, there's just one SCP like the teddy bear. It doesn't actually even do anything. It just sits on your PC. I don't think you can switch off your PC lah by the time, for like saving power and stuff. But it doesn't actually do much. It's not that horrible. It's kind of like, how do you say? It's kind of like Foxy in FNAF. Like in the hallway, flash your light. Okay, he's gone. Done. You don't only have to worry about flashing him once or twice every, camera down, left, right, flash a few times, then he's gone, But I think it's the fact that how fast he moves. It's kind of like Foxy as well. Like how fast like Foxy would go into like the main thing, and the jump scares I think are very that fast.
We're supposed to go into a break and then have another segment, but looking at the time that is about to reach to 9 p.m., I think is better.
We can save it for next session.
Yeah, we can say it for next
Next
week.
section.
We'll be back next week, guys.
I'm down.
I am also down. I would love
We'll
to
be back
be
next week, guys. So I
I
think
would
with
love
that,
to be back.
I think we'll just continue on with like a closing.
Yeah, a
remarks
closing song.
before we end it.
Yeah.
Aren't we supposed to be done by like at 10?
It was supposed to be done at 8 actually.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
we started.
no,
But then
no.
we also started late, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean like the overall.
Yeah, I
Based
mean
on-
we also have Mr. Naga that has been waiting for a while, and I'm
yeah,
supposed to have
yeah.
a session with him. So
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so with that in mind, I think we can just go with the closing segment of our show where let's talk. So first time
Yeah.
ever having this
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
yep.
I don't have to ask you because you've been doing this for some time.
Yeah.
already. How'd you guys like it? How'd you
Amazing.
guys like this whole?
I want to
session?
do this every week. No cap.
I really enjoy this. This is exactly what I've been like
It's like
signing up for.
that really good Discord call, but face to face.
Mm.
It's basically that.
True.
Mm.
True.
Right?
And people can join in on this.
Mm.
They can play this while they
I'm-
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if any of your friends like actually want to join, even if these people are like not in MMU,
Yeah.
if they're your friends,
Yeah.
you can drag them. So.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm willing to
go.
let you guys just do it, right? Because I'll be
'Cause
here.
the numbers,
I'll be
right?
here 24/7, straight up, right?
Let's go.
I'll be here not 24/7. I'll be here every time you guys have a session. So yeah, in the background. So I'll make sure that nothing goes wrong. I said it's fine. But yeah, if you ever have like friends you want to invite, please do.
All right.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
just
You can even
I
bring your
just-
mom, dude. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I just-
Fun fact.
You can't make such jokes though.
Yeah, I mean, fun fact. During the pandemic, there was just one guy. I forgot what his name was.
Elijah.
Yeah, he brought his parents into the stream.
He brought his
Yeah.
parents. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. He brought his
Nice.
parents because his dad was a psychologist, and then his mom was a forgot what it was, and they were basically telling about their life experience.
Mm-hmm,
It's
exactly.
it's
And
I talked with the guy on Discord.
really?
Yeah, I approached him first.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Elijah's pretty nice. I like him. Yeah.
And but normally when he does his shows, he normally does it by himself, right? I think normally
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's a one man show lah.
Yeah.
Normally
He's a
one-man
one-man show. Yeah, he actually had a lot of ideas.
Yeah, that's the thing lah. It's actually very very I would say very structured in doing what he was doing.
Mm.
I would say yeah.
Shout out to Elijah if you ever
Yeah.
want
Shout
to.
out, Elijah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, all right. So let's go back to our thing. First of all, movies, superhero movies. I think we can all agree it's just
Yeah,
getting
movies.
stale, isn't
Superhero
it?
movies are
Movies are-
superhero movies.
No, she's
What's
just
there to
getting
say?
stale, you know.
Mm.
Not that's not even mentioning some of those old like classic franchises, right? That suddenly like when they have like the newer movies are starting to get like bad, like maybe like Harry Potter, Jurassic World, Star Wars is like
Jurassic
the
World is
biggest
terrible.
controversy so far. All those old franchises that I wanted to get into, and then suddenly when the new movies come out, oh my god, then it was all such a mess, and then you just kind of like got turned off by it.
Yeah.
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 So that's favorite games discussion. Dude, games. This what else can we say?
Games are-
games.
Games are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, games are games.
Games
are
are
my-
great.
Games are my blood.
Yeah.
Talking about games, etc. So it's just seeing like I really like hearing the different opinions on how Soulsborne is. I really love that. My personal favorite is Dark Souls
let's
1.
go. Yeah, the
Dark Souls 1 captures a magic that Dark Souls 2 and 3 has never replicated.
the map
even
is-
even Elden Ring to some extent, I just doesn't feel the same.
There's
Yeah,
no
that's it.
other game with that level of interconnectivity in the map. There's no map at all actually.
Yeah.
But you easily navigate through. That's how good, well designed it was.
I really love Dark Souls 1 for that, straight up. And the fact that they couldn't replicate it in Dark Souls 2, okay, Dark Souls 2 was a different team. But Dark Souls 3,
we don't
they-
talk about Dark Souls 2.
what was it? They couldn't replicate it in Dark Souls 3, they couldn't replicate it in Bloodborne, they couldn't replicate it in Elden Ring. I'm starting to think it was an accident.
You missed out Sekiro.
Yeah, yeah, they couldn't replicate it in Sekiro. I'm pretty sure Dark Souls 1 was an accident in terms of the intricacy. You know?
It does feel like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It's like
maybe
they just
he-
suddenly they just like, oh yeah, we can just do this, you know?
Or maybe he was just 5 parallel universes ahead of everyone.
But then you mean you went back the second game? You went back the 5 parallel
Miyazaki,
universes?
right?
Yeah.
The second game, he just like,
If you
I
look,
miss my whole home world. I won't go back.
dude, the Dark Souls 2, right? If you want to look at it at a level standpoint,
No, very easy. Dark Souls 1 is gloomy, and when you play Dark Souls 2, you feel like you're in Rainbow Land. I'm
no,
not even.
Dark Souls 2, the level design doesn't make sense because this is one time in Dark Souls 2, I remember playing, I played Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 a lot. Dark Souls 2, you go up a very big elevator, right? What do you expect when you go up the big elevator? Stuff that will make sense if you were to go on a very high space, right? You go up this big elevator, that's a big building lah per se, right? It's a big building. You reach up there,
Is it
what do
dragon?
you see? Big pools of lava. Big pools of lava. Big pools of lava with like stuff you can jump on and everything. I'm like, how does this make sense?
Is it the one of the main bosses where like the guy comes out of the lava?
Yeah.
Oh god, that was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
terrible.
When
I
you
hate
when you
that
when you
one.
when you the fucking the big demon. The big demon that
It
was
is
the
so
demon too.
terrible.
The demon too that
I hate it. I
he just
hate
does that.
it.
He just does that.
You're triggering PTSD for me.
Aiyo. But yeah, that's into like Dark Souls 2, etc.
Yeah.
Triple A, no, indie games, FNAF,
Pretty good.
love it.
Nah,
you know.
Toby Fox, bro.
Toby Fox, love it.
Yeah.
Toby Fox 10.
Stardew Valley.
Mm.
I forgot the name of this guy. Concerned Ape, goaded, straight up. Okay, we should also kind of respect Terraria, to be honest. To be Terraria.
Terraria's doing his own thing. I don't mind.
I always forget Terraria exists, but once I remember it, I just remember how much stuff like it gave us to the player, etc. So I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, I think this whole session, you guys really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I do.
Amazing. I want to do this every week.
Sure.
No
I
cap.
mean, just now, before I went in here, I was like so tired. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, and I just realized. But then suddenly, when I go into this talk, I just got a burst of energy. It was really nice. But I'm
Yeah.
still remembering I'm hungry. I have not eaten anything.
No worries, you're gonna go very soon. So with that in mind,
No, please.
you want to play Cypher?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So with that in mind, guys, we will be ending our little session soon.
Before that, shout out to Let Me Know. Thanks for all the non-copyrighted songs. Without that, there's no tunes for this. Yeah.
Make sure to watch his documentaries. It's also good.
Subscribe to Let Me Know.
My favorite one is the MHC 70 one.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I've watched it like 30, 40 times. Already. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. So, that's it for this session. These guys are probably ending it from here.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna see me again. but with a new guest.
Maybe me as well.
Probably Katsu too. I'm gonna drag Katsu here because you're gonna drag Katsu here because you guys didn't see him this entire session.
Yeah.
So now
Face reveal.
So now it's gonna be face reveal next session. So tune in for that. So with that, right, I think that concludes our session, guys, and I
Yep.
hope I can see you guys again next week.
Definitely.
I hope
100%.
so.
Drag your
Definitely.
friends
Yep.
too from
Let's
SCI.
go.
I don't care, right? They're part of this club. They're not part of this club. I don't care. Just
You like
come.
the numbers, right?
Like in the words of that very viral Terengganu teacher, I don't care. You can just bring them. It's all fine. Okay. So, thank you once again. I'm DJ Spidey, accompanied by.
DJ Retro.
DJ Desu.
And DJ Katsu.
We thank you for listening. We are Radio MMU, your
Ultimate multimedia tunes.
Bye bye. We're gonna go into a
Song break.
Closing.
A song break.
Outro song.
A closing, and come into a new session. Bye bye.
Alright, bye.
Hello, we're back. Also, Naga's like.
It's only my hands are visible.
Face reveal. Face reveal.
Yo, that's what Katsu looks like. God damn.
Yeah, face reveal. Oh, you were so close. If you can put
Yo,
a bit more to the end, actually, you can
Okay,
see
part of my
Naga.
face is visible now. Oh no.
Oh, it's gonna fall. No, this is worse. This is worse than before. Ah, okay, that's.
No, we
doable.
can't see your
no,
face
we can
now.
see your face. And then they see your face. Yeah, I guess that's right.
Oh, okay, we can see a little bit.
It's okay. They can basically see where I am.
Hand footage.
Hi, we are back once again. I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by
DJ Katsu again.
Face Reveal.
Face
Oh,
reveal.
and I'm here, DJ Wolf right here.
DJ Wolf, old veteran, was here since 2019, same as me.
Yo, 2019. Wait.
Yeah, it is 2019.
It's been
I
3
wa-
years.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, foundation mate with me. We've been friends since the start.
For real.
So,
yeah.
Hello, Burning Sketchbook. Hello.
Hello.
So, we are Radio MMU, your
Ultimate multimedia tunes.
tunes.
Oh god, I still remember that.
These are people that knows the gist of it, you know. Now this guy already got that slogan drilled into his head for the past session, so it's fine. So yeah, actually, I think I can move it a little bit to the right because Naga's body is showing too much.
We don't want to show too many bodies.
Plus 18 stream.
Okay, a bit more to the right.
Right.
Oh, okay, wait.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
fine.
good. That's good.
That's okay. I'll do it. Good. No, I can only see half my face though. I think you should raise it a bit. You raise me up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
That's
Alright, we can see everyone. We can see mankind now.
Right. Impromptu session, right? We don't even have a show plan, bro. Like, we're gonna be sitting down here. We're gonna be having talks.
We're gonna be racist this session. Oh, okay. Is it too much?
Wait, do you
No.
race cars?
Not.
Oh yeah,
so-
we are racist, man. Don't know what
Bro,
you're thinking,
life is short. Be a racist, dude.
Yeah, you know who doesn't like cars? You know. Who
Yeah,
doesn't
dude.
like cars?
I love Lumba Haram, bro.
Damn. You're one of those guys. Are you one of those rumpit guys who does the cap cut things?
Yeah. Oh my god, I was so much clearer without that mic. Yo, the static and everything is gone after I turned off that mic, dude.
What if it was? Oh, so it was my mic the whole time, bro.
I see. Okay. Right. So, so it's middle of the semester. It's week 8. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Did you?
Honestly, I don't think I'm doing very well, but very bad at the same time. I think I think more of my schedule is kind of like messed up now. As you know, we had like the 3 weeks sem break for that midterm break.
Oh,
yeah.
it's supposed to be 2 weeks, but then the voting thing happened.
No, it's supposed to be 3.
No, it's supposed to be 2.
Yeah, no 3.
No, I double checked the calendar. It was
Really?
2. Yeah, I checked double checked the
2 with
calendar.
a
It was
combo week.
2 plus combo week is 3.
2. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not involved in
But then
combo.
but then I thought the Undi thing was the reason we also had an extra week.
No.
No.
That's not for us. That's for
The other stream, right?
that's for other schools like UAT. I think my friends in UAT.
I mean, the
had
reason
a
I
combo
thought
week.
it was like that is because the SRC posted a thing. It's like, oh, we announced that it's gonna be the whole week holiday. That's why I thought it was gonna be like.
Nah, I mean, public schools did have that. I mean, even if we had like 2 weeks, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so going back to the thing, so 3 weeks holiday. What's
yeah.
up?
I mean, the first week I went home, went back to Sabah for like the week. Then the next week I had the Convofest stuff for like a few days until Monday. And then after that, I just basically slept every day. Like literally the whole day I was sleeping. I would wake up at like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock every day, you know. So I think my schedule is kind of like, my schedule is kind of bad at the moment. So
Burning
yeah, that kind of that's
When,
kind of
when,
racist.
when we said when we said hey yo, they was like, oh, that kind of racist. Yo,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
Username checks out.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think,
Jeez.
bro?
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
This is 2022, bro. There's just no racism. It's not allowed. Racists are very good. Anyway, back to the topic. So, like, I've had also some like replacement classes during like the 3 weeks. I had 2 of them. Actually, I slept through both of them because I was too tired. And I had a test in between the holidays. You
Wait,
know,
what?
my-
You had a test?
You had a test.
Yeah, like
that
my-
is so sad.
Like my lecturer said, "Oh, we have a test in this week." I was like, "This is the sem break." He said, "No, this is your study week." I was like, "Study week?
Audio can only hear from the left side. No,
It's okay for us though."
I don't think so. We have like automatic feedback loop into our headphones, and it's on both sides.
Wait, but is it syncing to the stream or not?
Yeah, it's synced to the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Whatever the stream hears is what we hear also. Well, no, whatever we hear is what the stream hears also supposedly lah.
Oh, okay, that is quite weird.
I'm not sure.
I mean, because it was fine before though. Everybody.
Yeah,
was
it was fine before. Nobody complained about it.
Maybe you can double check on your side, maybe.
I mean, if you want to double check on my phone, I can. Can you? Oh wait, no. You're not wearing headphones, so you can't double check in that way. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we can just continue lah. I think. Yeah, I had like a midterm test, in that sense. She said, "Oh, let's have a test this week." I was like, "This week is a sem break though." And she said, "No, this is your study week." I was like, "Study week?" We
Oh,
I was studying.
Yeah, we just
She
started.
saw the
I
wrong
was like,
stream.
Yeah. I was like, we just started though. What do you mean? We're halfway through already. You have study week. What do you mean? I don't get it. But I was like, okay, fine. I just do it. I mean, it was doable in the end. And then like this week I have a test. Next week I have a test. I have an assignment due next week. So it's kind of, I would say, like this sem break I think was too long lah. I mean, I like 3 weeks of break. Don't get me wrong, but I don't understand why you would put 3 weeks in the middle of my semester. Just jam it at the end, bro. I don't mind having like 7 weeks.
I don't know. Is the thing that they did? What was it? You supposedly have two choices on how to handle this. How to handle this semester? It was either you take the first 7 weeks, you study like half your subjects that you're supposed to learn, and then you have the test during that 3 week thing.
Oh yeah.
And then you learn the second half of your subjects, like
Mm.
2 other subjects in
Mm.
the second half of the semester. And I remember that being a choice.
Mm.
But I remember choosing like, where's
Yeah,
the choice?
Yeah, they never gave
Exactly.
us for choices. Yeah, that's weird though.
But isn't the choice is like subject dependent or not?
Maybe it's faculty dependent.
Maybe
so,
it's
huh?
faculty dependent. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
The only people I asked were FCI people. So I
Okay.
guess,
Maybe
That
they
would
said,
make
"Nah,
sense.
Maybe they didn't want us for FCI. It's like, oh, FCI? No, you have to do everything.
I found out that FCI also is kind of sad. Like FCI, the first year, they have full online. I'm not even talking like half. I'm talking full, except for tutorials. Right? Okay, half online. It's half online. Like the lectures.
I mean,
and
it's kind
everything.
of like what I have now, lah, basically. I don't mind.
I have people like complaining about it.
Really?
My juniors are complaining about it. Yeah. It's
Uh,
not a choice actually. The term is being divided in half for the new intake. I remember.
Maybe that
No, I
explains
remember.
it.
I remember reading about it. That it's supposed to be a choice for us to like have it. I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever.
Maybe that could make sense. Remember they did add the new subjects for new intern, like the new intake, like the St. John's stuff. Like, bro.
Oh, the curriculum, right?
Speaking of which, right? You guys have classes on Saturdays. Haha. Thank God I came in early.
Exactly. For me, same. I mean, I can,
But if you guys are in a new intake, that's kind of sad for y'all though. We feel bad for you.
Saturday
yeah,
classes.
we do.
You guys
yeah.
literally went from 2 rest days, which optimally you would take 1 day of resting and 1 day of like you doing your actual work for the next week, to straight up just 1 day of rest, where you probably won't feel rested. You probably don't feel
Yeah.
rested.
I mean, if it's an MPU subject, something that you can it's kind of enjoyable to do sometimes. Like some subjects, maybe.
Is FP enjoyable?
I mean, depends on what
Depends
you
on
have.
what you. I
Depends.
mean, I kind of enjoyed my Japanese.
Yeah, I enjoyed my
class.
Spanish.
I thought when you guys said MPU, I thought you were referring to something like hubungan etnik or titas like that.
That one is also MPU.
I mean, depends
but
on what MPU you take lah. I think for me, I have to take.
You have to take titas sooner or later.
next
also.
sem. I think I have to take titas.
I think we're all taking titas next sem.
Well, good luck to y'all. I took last sem.
You took last sem.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because you didn't take.
No, I got laid off.
Yeah,
I got laid off for my
It was
ITP.
no. It has to be during a short sem. So
Really?
it's the next short sem we will have it.
My next short sem is doing my intern.
Then I'm not entirely sure lah.
Yeah, because I.
Then maybe it is during the long sem for you. Yeah.
I mean, even this sem I have an MPU. This sem.
I don't have an MPU.
Yeah, I have an MPU. This sem. I was like,
Straight up,
bro,
okay.
like,
Wow.
God
this is like
dang.
What
this is-
MPU do you have?
Intro to multicultural.
Oh, I mean that's a fun one. At least I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
It's what,
it's
Madam
chill.
Linofa.
I don't remember what her name was, but We basically have the class like twice. That's all we've had the whole semester.
Yes.
Class twice.
Yes.
We have.
I hated it as an online class because they told us to make a giant group, and then you have to make a video with the giant group, and then that giant group, it's kind of hard to coordinate such a thing when you guys literally don't meet at all.
Yeah, especially if you have like I think for me there's two different lectures. There was one male and one female. The female one actually did like for the first assignment, you know, you do like a video of introducing yourself and your cultural background, that kind of thing. And they also had another part where you had to do like a written assignment of the same thing lah, basically. For us it was 6 people, so I was like, okay, it's doable lah, 6 people. But for the male lecturer, he actually did 12 people.
Wait,
From the
that's
get-
kind of large.
Yeah, from the get-go, we did 12 people. I mean, for me, there is another assignment where there's 12 people related, like 2 groups of 6. They become one group, and then they have to do like a presentation lah, like in like face to face. They have to show like a demonstration of, for us we chose to do like traditional games. So I think that's next week, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what else is after that. I don't know if I have an exam or anything. Because
There is an exam, if I'm not wrong.
Really?
I mean, like when I took it last semester, it was like all online, and then there's like a 50% is coursework, and I'm not sure it's 50% or 40% coursework, or was it 60? But I know there's a final exam for sure, because I remember taking the final exam.
Yeah.
So you have like a few group works, and then if I'm not mistaken, there's also individual presentation. I'm not quite sure about that, but I do remember having to do like 2 different assignments for my term.
That's a bit weird. I mean, if it's like a language thing, like a language subject, I guess I can understand that lah. You know, if you have Spanish or something, then you have a final exam, that's fine. But why would Intro to Multiculture have a final exam for? What am I gonna write? I mean, there is like the slides for that lah. But I mean, it's not much though.
It's gonna be a bit annoying because they are actually very specific about it. It's kind of like political moral.
Yeah.
It's kind of like political moral in SPM time where you have to remember the keywords and stuff.
The funny thing is, again, like that, like you said, like, it's very specific. But then when you look at the notes that they give you, it's very vague.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to think for yourself lah. Basically, if you think this is what you think, then that's it. I mean, I don't think I can search that stuff online. I don't think people will write, do you have to subject intro to multicultural?
It's like what was it? The questions will be like, how do you treat your friend like someone of a different race? Number 1, insult him for being that certain race. Number 2, and then like one of the answers is like, be kind. What else am I gonna choose?
I mean, if it's that kind of test, I mean, that's not gonna be hard. But imagine if it's subjective though. I mean, I don't know what am I gonna write.
What was it? You have to pull out the same brain that you had during SPM and stuff during agama.
Exactly. Write the same.
What was it? You have to
shit
write.
ending.
And then suddenly. Kerana Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
Because of God. Basically, doing this because of God. I mean, you might think that's funny, right? The surprising thing is it works. It literally works.
No. If you literally follow the format, if you get every single thing wrong, you at least get points for the format.
Yeah.
Yes.
For us,
Yes.
And
the format was literally just dikarenakan Allah Subhanahu wa Taala perintahkan, and then suddenly at the end only itu. Even if your answer is completely wrong, they'll give you like 1 mark for like the format. So.
Yeah, because the format was like, I mean, it depends on what subject. Like, I did take like 3 extra agama kind of subjects.
Took 3 extra.
Yeah, I had pendidikan Al-Quran, pendidikan Al-Quran Sunnah, which is a different thing, and Sharia law. Basically, I took Sharia law.
You had a choice for that? I didn't. Have a choice for that.
No. For me, because my class was actually like a religious stream.
Oh.
Yeah, and I also had Arab on top of that. But yeah, for Sharia law, basically because for like the descriptive answers, they're actually 6 marks, not 4.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you have introduction.
Oh, Lord.
You have an introduction, 2 points with 2 descriptions of like like explanation of your answer, and then you have an ending. Yeah, that's basically how it is. And that line actually works sometimes lah. If you get lucky, actually the line works a lot.
Nice.
Funnily, it does work a lot enough. But yeah, I mean, it was it was quite okay lah. I think I got a C for that in the end. But because paper one is, I don't think it's much of a big problem because it's ABC lah. It's not that really difficult. The second part though is the difficult part because you have to remember. You literally legit have to remember, like the what is it, like the cutout from like the Al Quran, right? From the there's a cutout of like a part of a surah or something, and then you have to remember that lah. You have to look at the words and say, this is talking about this. And then you can describe. If you don't know what the cutout is about, basically you cannot answer it. I mean even got lucky lah. Like the examiner will come and have a look at. Oh, what do you think this says? This is she kind of explained it a bit lah. So I was like, okay. Then I started writing my answers. Then I know, because I mean once you know what the cutout is about, you actually have you can like kind of, how do you say it? You kind of like goreng lah.
That's kind of lucky.
Yeah, you can kind of like goreng the answers lah. I mean, it doesn't have to be very specific, but if you remember like the base point of it, actually not that bad. But if you don't know, then basically you're screwed lah. Because you have no idea what to write because you have no idea what you're going to talk about, unless the questions after that have like a correlation to that. If you get lucky, then you actually might have a chance to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those subjects are very similar to like Pendidikan Moral. I mean, like you said, like you had to memorize all the nilai, right? My biggest gripe with Pendidikan Moral is that not the memorizing part, but like when you want to answer a question, right? For example, okay, which moral value do you think that suits this statement, this situation? You cannot use XX nilai, and then I'll be like, which 36 nilai?
Oh, it's specific.
Really
It's
brainstorming.
only because everybody chooses the what was it?
mainstream.
Kerajinan. Everyone chooses kerajinan.
Bertanggung jawab and kerajinan, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And then I think for me, what's even worse is that you need to remember the keywords, right? When you're taking the nilai.
I don't think you need to remember the keywords. You need to remember the whole sentence. Like from my friends, I remember them showing a book where this is the nilai and this is the sentence that comes with that nilai.
The
You have to remember the whole
sentence?
sentence.
Yo, that sucks.
Bruh.
Yeah,
I
they
know,
have to remember the whole sentence. And
know,
they
like,
have to
for
cite
me-
it properly, otherwise it's wrong.
Bro.
Yo,
That is specific about that?
I know, like for me, right? We had keywords. We have like 2 keywords per nilai muri, but at the same time, the fact that you need to remember word for word, what's kind of annoying in the sense, because Pendidikan Moral is a subject where you build. It's supposed to build. No, you're supposed to build your moral, but like you spend most of your time trying to memorize the nilai murni, and not only memorize the nilai murni, but like to, how do I put it into perspective? Write down the word. How do you write down and stuff? Because I remember getting D in Pendidikan Moral because I didn't write my nilai properly. Literally, I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
What to do lah?
I know. And then I'll be like, yeah, this nilai murni because and then my teacher will be like, yeah, you gave a very justificable explanation, but this doesn't follow the exact term, so I actually have to give you a 0 for that.
Bro, that very specific. And I mean that's like,
No, that's why I always consider moral like so sad compared to agama, because agama is literally I can write whatever I feel like.
yeah. I mean if
But-
if you're right,
but-
you're right lah. If you
Yeah,
make
if
sense,
you're
you
right,
make
you're right.
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's the thing. It's actually open ended, right? It's actually open ended.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know for a fact moral is not open ended, because I look at all of my friends in moral and stuff. They're like,
And if your answer is controversial, you'll probably get a 0 easy.
Bro.
yeah,
Um,
no, it's just,
I mean, yeah, I think that can be like, what is it? I guess that could be justifiable that they're very strict on that,
Yes.
because if you don't become strict and you're like agama very open ended, people could just write the same thing over and over again and they can take 100 for that. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why they're very strict on it, because if you just write the same thing every time, like a very cliche answer, everybody can do that. Nobody's gonna do. Everybody can do that. It's very easy to score, and it's like then it wouldn't be quite fair to like other subjects lah. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think like a subject like
we have 6 whole people watching at the same time. Oh my god! Hi guys. Hi. Okay, continue.
I mean, for a subject like Pendidikan Moral, right, I would expect them to at least like have a bit of how to say, tough situations, instead of being the emphasis on like how you construct your sentence, you know. Because in the end of the day, when it comes to moral values, it's more about how do you put this to perspective. It's like, I mean, like how well do you gauge? I mean, in such situation, and how moralized this is your approach than it is about
How you
From-
write the approach.
yes.
Yeah.
Because you have I mean like if you can know the theory like A to Z, but then like if you do not know how to implement it properly in real life, that's a different consequences altogether.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because this kind of feels like, you're trying to just memorize the nilai murni instead of, like memorize it. It's like my parents would say lah, you don't memorize for the test, you memorize for, like for yourself lah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I think it's kind of like that, isn't it? Like you just
Yeah, but to be fair, to answer your parents, it's the education system is not reflecting on them. To be honest.
I'm gonna go fully Gary V mode.
Yeah.
Stop going to school, bro. Stop
go-
going to university.
Stop going to school.
Go to Hustlers University.
Just go to the nearest garage sale.
And what
I
you
bought
do
this
the
garage sale for 20 cents and I sold it for 2 ringgit.
Go.
I made 1 ringgit 80 profit. Be like me.
Just attend the Harvard CS50 course, easy.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Right. So that's all. So going back, that's your experience so far of like living in like 8 whole weeks. How about you, DJ? What do you think about your 8-week tenure of your current semester?
My 8-week tenure, I would say it started off fine. It started being a bit relaxing, and then the next thing you know, I realized I had a lot of things that I need to get done. Especially when during the past 3 weeks, I thought, okay, maybe I can get quite a few things that I need to get done at home, right? Well, what happened at home was just, how do you put this in perspective? Is like there's a lot of like, because apparently my family needed a lot of help and stuff. So the past 3 weeks were just, I mean, pandering towards them. So I rarely had time to get anything done. I mean, I did get something done, but like my FYP and stuff, because I still have FYP meetings, as a final year student. But like, there isn't that much. Okay, so that's 3 weeks. Okay, so now come back to university life, right? So once I came back to university life, I eventually realized that, oh my God, I got so many things that I need to do, because not only do I have my FYP and stuff, but I also will be attending 2 different Comic Cons. The first, yeah.
Which one?
Well, the first one will be this weekend. It will be in Singapore, so Singapore Comic Con.
You going to Singapore?
Yeah.
Bro, this man can drive the whole Malaysia and we have no problem with that, bro. I mean, sometimes he literally drives from Johor just to be here.
Oh, so you're gonna be gone this Saturday?
Yeah.
Dang.
Sorry.
Why you were thinking of bringing him with Adam to get the...
Yeah, dude.
Alamak.
Yeah, dude. Or at least like I'm trying to figure out some way to like get sent early. Me and Adam can just stay there for a bit. It's out of context, you guys won't understand, and I'm not gonna say it because I want to be the only one there. Okay, guys. So sure.
This is classified.
Classified information
Classified information.
until Sunday. You
And then
continue. Yeah.
The second con will be the next week, so Comic Fiesta KL, if you guys know.
Oh, Comic Fiesta. I forgot. This was next week. I hate how Comic Fiesta. Dude, I seriously hate how they don't have on-site tickets.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Come on, they literally have Comic Fiesta. Literally was not active for 3 years, right? 3 years because of the whole pandemic thing, and then they decided to release tickets, and they didn't expect people to.
That many people?
Yeah, of course there'll be that many people, man.
Yeah, I mean...
It's gonna be a mountain full.
Yeah, I know they had like buying the tickets online, right? And then when the online finish, instead of saving those tickets that you haven't sold, like to do it like live
Online on site.
you're basically just giving it to every bookstore you can find. Like you
Yeah,
go to
and then-
Kinokuniya, hey bro, this is 100 tickets. Can you sell them for me instead
Yeah,
of
and then-
saving them for like?
And then another thing is that
You don't live in KL, bro. Not everybody goes to Kinokuniya every day.
Exactly.
and then another thing is that like it just opens the door to like scalpers. You know? Like, there's
Yeah,
so many at the
very,
same
very,
time.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it's like-
Actually, even as of
Yeah.
now, also the tickets are like scalping, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I get if you're gonna sell them because you ended up not going. That's fair lah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they implemented any rules on that though. For like when you give it to like the bookstores or something. I don't know if they have had like put any rules in saying like, oh, you can only buy one. Like this is only for you. You buy this for yourself, and that's it. I mean, at least they should have a system for that.
But I don't think they do, don't they?
No, I
You
don't.
tried
that's why
buying-
they
You
don't.
tried
That's
buying,
why.
right?
What?
You bought, right?
No, I bought online.
Yeah, you bought online. Did they actually ask you can only buy one, you can only buy two?
I think it was like I was able to buy 2 or 3 at the same time if I wanted to.
Right, was there a limit? Do you think there was a limit?
No.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Dude,
That's
I
the
remember
problem.
the pop-up. We would have the option to buy 80 in one go. I was like,
Bruh.
18,
Imagine,
no?
imagine buying
if I'm
all
not
of them.
wrong,
Imagine
but
buying all
yes,
of
that was
them.
a
bro.
lot.
Yeah, if you just buy all of them, you can just sell
Yeah.
them at a higher price. What's it
Yeah.
gonna stop you? Is the literal only thing that's giving them? It's just straight up.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
know,
so dumb.
yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, they should do it like how Touch and Go does for like their advanced cards,
Oh,
where
no,
only
no.
like one account can buy only one of them. Yeah, and
But
then
it took them too long to implement that, I think.
Yeah, I mean there is daily drops. You have to join like their Telegram, like some unofficial Telegram group where they say, oh, do we have new updates on the cards? But even that itself, it's gone so fast you can barely even buy it.
Dude, I really want the new Touch and Go card.
I already got one.
I already got one too.
Dude, I really want. But like,
You know, like there's sometimes they drop like 500 in a time lah, and then sometimes it takes like maybe depends on how active people are. Maybe like 5 minutes, 6 minutes for all 500 to send in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and then they drop like 20. It's gone in 11 seconds. How in the hell do you buy it that fast? I can barely open Lazada and Touch and Go that fast, bro. How the
Like,
hell do
where-
you do that?
when every time they drop it, you can hear.
Exactly. I was like,
Yo.
bro, how do you sell 12 cards in 5 seconds, 11 seconds? I don't think you can have that thing pre-open, bro. How do you do that?
I think the question should be why is there only 12 cards?
yeah.
You know there's going to be a very high demand, at least have like a
Yeah.
few hundred,
No,
right?
they do. They had, like daily, they have 2 major big drops. Like maybe in the morning, like around 9 o'clock in the morning, they have like 1,000 cards, and then sometime at night maybe they have another 500, something like that, and then they have like sequential drops of like 20, 15.
That just reminds me of how Sony handled the PS5 thing.
Bro, I mean, I don't think I don't think PS5s are really sold in stores anymore still, right?
I mean, they still. In fact, stores are kind of overloaded with PS5s now. Because nobody's buying.
They jacked up the price, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't think they jacked up the price.
I
but
think they
it's the
lowered
fact
it,
that
but I
it's just the
think,
fact that so many people waited for so long.
And then they're now like,
now
oh,
it's come out. They're
nah, I
like,
don't want a PS5.
and then they look this, and then they look. The PS5 has been alive for like I think it was 2 years. It's been 2 years, right?
I like I think
Yeah, kind of too.
It's been 2 years, right?
the
And they
hype,
only
I
and there's
think,
only like what, 1 exclusive, 2 exclusives.
God of War.
God of War's not exclusive.
No, I mean in the newest God of War, isn't that like an
No,
exclusive for
it's on
PS5?
PC.
Is it PC?
It's on PC.
I'm like, oh, it's still fresh. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
It's on, yeah,
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok,
Ragnarok's
yeah,
on
yeah.
PC.
yeah.
So like consoles are kind of losing their pull for like exclusivity, which I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Good for us PC users.
Yeah.
I
Good
think
for
it's
us, yeah. Good for us,
PC.
basically. I can play Spider-Man PS4 and I can mod the original face of the Spider-Man PS4.
I mean, I think didn't somebody already do that? They modded into what? Was it Kermit the Frog or something? Or
That
was
one's
it- Or was
Yeah, he
it
also did that
CJ
too.
from San Andreas?
CJ was another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
But the one of the first thing I did when I bought the new Spider-Man game, I instantly modded the old face of Peter Parker onto the new face. You know that the remodel face, right? You don't know.
No, I
The
didn't
one
know
where
it
they
was.
literally swapped the Spider-Man PS4 from the original face, and it was a perfect face in my opinion. I really liked the face. Then they
Mm.
swapped it to a more Tom Holland baby like.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
sure,
yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Sure.
I did play the Spider-Man a bit. I mean, for some reason I couldn't continue the story. Like the game kept crashing after that. I mean, even when I played it on my PC on high settings, my PC actually you can actually feel like the hot air venting out of the back. It actually came into my face. I could feel the hot
So
air.
wait. This is the old face,
Uh huh.
right? I personally believe I love this face.
Yeah.
Like it's like a combination of Tom Holland,
I'm sorry we cannot show
Toby,
the stream there.
and Andrew Garfield, but then this is the new face. He looks very baby Tom Holland like.
Yeah. Not natural.
This is supposed to be
me.
the part. This which one? Which?
He's
like-
supposed to be early 20s, I think. Okay, I can agree that early 20s does look like that.
Yeah,
Fine,
the other one looks
right?
a bit like. I
But
don't
the
know.
fact that I already had this,
Mm.
I already had it,
Yeah.
and then you swapped it to this,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like it.
Yeah. Okay, for like like genuine question, right?
Yeah.
Why can't they use the original faces of like the original actors?
Is it licensing?
It's a licensing thing, because
Marvel?
They have the game license. They don't have the movie license. You get me?
Oh, okay. It's kind of
That's
like
why. That's why the Avengers, the Avengers video game.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay,
The what?
all of the characters in the Avengers video games look like them, but not them.
I-
The Thor looks like Chris Hemsworth, but it's not Chris Hemsworth.
I remember when they first dropped and they showed the new, like
Yeah.
the new characters. I remember
Captain America. Captain
America was the
Yeah, yeah.
funniest one
They
of them
showed-
all.
They
bro.
showed Captain America.
He was the
It-
horrible.
He looked like Chris
Google
Evans.
Google that. Google that.
He looked like Chris Evans, but he wasn't Chris Evans. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if you make it something to look like him, somewhat is fine lah. But the way they did it was so bad, it wasn't him. Even you can even look at the body. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be Captain America. It was just funny as hell. Yeah, look at that. Why is he so fat, bro?
That, no, I wouldn't say
Why is he so-
bad, but it doesn't look like a body at all.
Yeah, I mean he's supposed to be like
It reminds me of that one. You know that one funny comic strip that people use as a meme. The one where like Captain America standing like this, and then like his chest was so huge. So I was Captain
I mean, like,
There's a
yeah,
thing.
lah. I mean, if you're gonna make him buff, yes, but the way they made their like their definition of buff,
this one.
bro.
You see this?
Yeah,
He's bigger
yeah,
than the
yeah.
shield.
Yeah,
He's bigger than
That looks-
the
that-
literal diameter of a shield.
yeah, that looks like what they're trying to achieve, though, isn't it? Like, he's supposed to be buff in the chest, not huge. Like, he's not supposed to be chubby, bro.
Yeah, straight on. This is an actual comic shit. This is an actual comic
You
panel.
know, this looks like 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 the memes where people put like legit horse piss into their like their muscles so they look big. You know, this is like the same thing, lah, basically.
Oh,
It's the same exact thing. I mean, yeah, that's what I was talking about. And if you see like even the face like itself, it doesn't look like Chris Evans. Like who's the what is that? Like who got the shield afterwards or something like that? The one who said, "Oh, you're not Captain America." Like the next one was supposed to be the next Captain America. Was there something like that?
The next Captain America?
Yeah, I think there was like in what was that? I think it was there was something like, "Oh, do you think you're next Captain America? Do you think you can do you think you're brave enough to land on a grenade or something like that?" I think wasn't that?
Oh, it was during the
Not
first
sure.
movie, wasn't it?
I think so.
It was during the first movie when not
Yeah, where
the
he-
first
where he-
Avengers.
Yeah, we jumped on
where
the grenade, right? Yeah, there was like I think
it was
there was
they threw a fake grenade, and then everybody ran away except for
yeah, and then
Chris,
there was
except
another
for, what's his name? Steve Rogers.
Yeah, there was
Steve Rogers jumped on.
there was another movie of that. I think it was like somebody was trying to be the next Captain America, and the same he referenced it. Like I said, "Oh, do you think you can jump on a grenade or something?" Like I forgot what the movie was.
You know, speaking of that, it just reminded me of like a continuation that I just noticed, right? So, you guys know the TV show of the MCU, Miss Marvel, right?
yes.
Okay, apparently I heard it's a good one. I didn't watch it, but the fact of the matter is, Miss Marvel apparently she is a big fan of Captain Marvel, and then she's a big fan of Captain Marvel. She's like, Captain Marvel took the glove from Thanos during Endgame, and I'm like,
And
that's
that's it.
true. I'm like, that's true.
And that's it.
But the thing is, how do you know? Like in universe, how do they know that Captain Marvel did what she did?
I believe in the later in the episode there's spoiler alert. There is this one part where they mentioned about Scott Lang giving a podcast where he talked about what happened during the events of the I forgot what it was,
Yeah,
the
but
5
then-
years,
I guess, but I guess that is
the blip, yeah.
the blip. Yeah, but I remember reading that for the first time, watching that scene for the first time, and I'm like, how did they know? Do they have like iPhones during the Endgame war and they just
I was like,
hey, what's up, guys?
Yo, I'm destroying this.
Yo, you see Captain Marvel flying, bro. Damn. So, it's like that guy from Shang-Chi. You know, the guy who keeps on recording everything on the bus.
Oh.
I was like, yo, look at it fighting. He's like, oh, shit, is it in your damn? Look at this, bro. Like, bro. Maybe he was there. You don't know. It's the multiverse. He was actually there in the background. Behind all the soldiers, he was like looking at them,
Because
bro.
if you think about it, there's so many things in the MCU. It's kind of weird that they know, because in universe there was no recordings, there were no video cameras at the time at least. So what is it just all live streamed?
But
Was
they
it all
talked,
just
they
live
talked
streamed or
about
something?
Ant-Man giving a podcast telling what everything happened, but like,
Yeah, but
how
that's
do
not-
you?
But it's not
how
like
do you-
Scott Lang was there all the time. He was
Yeah.
gone for Infinity War.
Yeah. I mean, he was there at the end, but I mean, That was basically it, though. He wasn't like present for everything, was he?
Yeah, no,
Eh?
no, no. He was
Yeah.
gone for Infinity War because they were too busy trying to get the Hank Pym's wife, I think. Yeah.
Say who?
Yeah. They were too busy trying to get Hank's wife that was stuck in the quantum realm. That was the movie of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The Wasp, you mean?
Wasp. Such a forgettable film, I swear to God. I can't remember much from that movie. But yeah.
I never watched it.
I never watched
the
it
fir-
either.
I only watched the first Ant-Man, which is actually quite okay lah, I guess.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, I think they all suffer from the whole making jokes about everything all the time. So.
Okay, so another thing, the like controversial thing that I didn't really get to say in the last, part, I would say that Captain Marvel was the most disappointing character in Endgame. That's my take, because I mean you had the whole movie before, the whole section where she's the strongest Avenger.
She literally saved Tony Stark.
Yeah, she's the one who basically was the start of Marvel lah. She's the one who created Marvel, and the whole thing from the start, like you can see at the ending for Nick Fury and something, all of that. But I would say disappointing in a way is that yes, she did do what she did lah. Like the get the glove for and everything. But I would just say like her fighting scenes was very like close to nothing.
She could literally just take the glove and fly out into the sky.
Yes,
Fly
yes.
out into the
Bro,
space.
she's the
Exactly.
And what was
she's
Thanos
the
gonna
stronger
do?
one. She was the
Yeah,
strongest one there.
what can
How-
Thanos do? Chase
How
her?
could she not just kill everybody in the whole thing? She could just laser everybody dead, habis lah. She did very little. That it's like, why did you make a whole movie of her being like the strongest Marvel character, but end up doing absolutely nothing?
This does not compute.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, why can't she do more? Like, she's the strongest one of them all. Like, I mean, I get you still want to, make Captain for Captain America, Iron Man. It's fair, I can understand that. But in that case, why did you introduce Captain Marvel before Endgame? Like, you're basically making it very controversial, saying, "Oh, we have the strongest Avenger."
Because to be fair, if Captain Marvel wasn't there, people would be asking questions. Why wasn't she there?
Why was Captain Marvel? Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. The plebs were asking, "Why was Captain Marvel?"
Why was Captain Marvel not there?
I mean, they already started with, "Why did she cut her hair for?" I was like, bro, I don't care if she cuts her hair. She looks nice with it though. Like, what do you care about it? Like, what's the problem with that? So what does she have to? What does she have to look like a fanboy?
She was like she the literal movie that was before Endgame was Captain Marvel. Literally, that was the last movie.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
It
So
was
they were
Captain
hyping
Marvel.
up a lot, and then she
And then
literally only comes in for the first 5 minutes and the last 10 minutes, the last 20 minutes.
Exactly my point. That's exactly what I mean for that. You create a whole ass movie, and she only did like cameos in the end. And then
She saves Tony. After she saves Tony, they do the little meeting thing. She's like, I don't really agree. But if you need any help, you can call me. And then she just goes away.
I mean, wasn't there like a scene at the end where there was like a main supervillain that there was like a foreshadowing before that, wasn't there? I forgot.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, like she flies into space and then she meets like a different enemy. I forgot what the name is, but
Honestly, I don't really remember much of Endgame.
or wasn't that the ending of Captain Marvel? I don't remember
I'm
which
pretty
one
sure
it
it was
was.
the ending of Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
No,
probably
I
that
think
one.
Captain Marvel was she in her room, and then somehow her bracelet kind of like glowed, and then she got sucked into her own cupboard. Who came out of the
Isn't
cupboard?
that Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel, yes. Oh wait,
no, we're
no.
talking about
I'm
Captain
good.
Marvel. See, I don't blame you. I don't
Well,
blame you
yeah, it's very
because
confusing.
Why are
Yeah.
the names so similar?
I don't blame you. It's fine. I don't blame you.
Who is Miss Marvel again? Is it Miss Marvel?
The
the lady?
Pakistani kid, the Pakistani girl. She's a people have a okay. I have personal
Can you Google that?
yeah Miss
Give me
I have a
Google
personal thing issue with Miss Marvel because they made her bracelets cosmic. Right, she's supposed to be like the shapeshifter thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be the shapeshifter character. But then suddenly her bracelet, which by the way I want to mention, her bracelet has a lot of sentimental value. I'll explain in a bit. Suddenly they gave her new powers, which was she has cosmic abilities like Captain Marvel, which is kind of sad. I don't really like it.
Oh, okay.
I don't personally like.
In
why
that case,
they
why
did
do you have
that.
Captain Marvel in the first place then?
Right. So
No, but I mean,
what they
but,
did, what I think is another layer of like offensiveness to that character, Miss Marvel, is that her bracelet, right? In the comics, her bracelet was supposed to be a family heirloom given by her grandma that was
Heirloom.
running away during the Pakistani-Indian War. and she ran to America.
Mm.
So it's a thing that literally holds cultural and sentimental value. And then
Mhm.
in the show, it's like
She found them or something.
no, in the show, it's like it suddenly shoots lasers. Yeah, you know.
You mean she's basically becoming Shang-Chi 2.0?
Ah.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that.
No,
I
don't think
guess.
so.
I mean, what's supposed to be her like main powers? Because
She's
basically,
supposed to be this big shapeshifter that can like okay.
basically,
another thing.
basically in the pictures I've googled lah.
She
Okay,
did-
it's very vague. It looks like she's basically Mrs. Fantastic.
Isn't Mrs. Fantastic like
No.
an
I mean,
like an invisible girl?
no, I mean, it's Mr. Fantastic, but the female version of Mr. Fantastic. I
Oh.
mean, yes.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a shapeshifter because the reason she's a shapeshifter is because she's a second generation Pakistani immigrant of America, right? Pakistani American immigrant. No. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. Well, I'm putting it up. So first of all, she's Muslim, right?
Okay.
In America,
Yes.
already doesn't fit. Second of all, she's Pakistani in America, second generation in America, so she doesn't feel like she fits in with
Okay.
her friends.
Yeah.
And because she doesn't fit in, that
Mhm.
is why her shape-shifting powers make sense because she can shapeshift into
an
something
American.
that fits with her environment, so she feels more belong. You know, something like that, lah. Right? That's the reason she has a shift kind of thing because it fits with her personality. She doesn't feel like she belongs she belongs anywhere
Okay.
because of it.
Mm.
So because of that, that's why the shape-shifting abilities for me really matters to her. But no, she just
I think
she just has
the-
cosmic powers like Captain Marvel now.
Suddenly she has cosmic powers. Suddenly something like that.
With the bracelets.
Yeah.
With the bracelets.
I think
Yeah.
the what is it, the how to say, the end episode credits kind of showed her shifting ability. I think.
Mm.
I think maybe.
Mm. I don't know.
They
that-
should. They should.
That sounds weird though.
But
They
then
should
people will
really.
say that that's actually Captain Marvel. But like,
I don't know.
how does that work?
Not
yeah,
sure.
exactly. That's what I think.
Isn't there an alien race in Marvel that could shapeshift? No, you're talking about Skrulls. Skrulls, they don't shapeshift, they disguise. So it's a bit different.
Oh, you mean if you mean by in like the Captain Marvel movie, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
he means, I'm sorry.
disguise themselves.
Yeah,
Shapeshift is more like she literally can like
Change.
She's like Mr. Fantastic. She can wham, you know. She can like go long, go short. She's
Yeah.
Elastic Girl from Incredibles.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like she looks like just elastic, you know. So.
I'm not entirely sure what makes her so different about everything else though. So.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess.
Okay, so that's the point. What were we talking about before the whole MCU tangent? Man, I don't remember.
I think we were talking about Naga's 8 weeks, right?
I mean, we were
Yeah.
talking about Nagas anyways, and then he
Yeah.
did give his opinion about
Yeah.
it. Then we started talking about something else. We started talking about
Yeah. Well, isn't this the point of not having a
Show plan.
schedule? Yeah.
Yes, that's actually not having a show
yeah.
plan.
This is a very open, vulnerable talk.
Yes.
You know, we can talk about whatever we want with
Mhm.
no filter. It's
Mhm.
not scripted in some
Mhm.
ways, you know.
As long as you don't curse,
Oh, well,
Honestly, don't curse.
just bleep.
Just bleep.
Yeah,
Bleep
you should have like voice mod on this. You can spam the beep every time.
Yeah.
someone says-
I'm gonna like buy a button. I just, you know,
no,
just gonna buy a
nah,
button. And just
nah.
bam, bam, bam.
Nah, no, you don't need that button,
Nah,
that button,
nah.
yeah, okay, that's-
Oh, not that one.
Oh man, it is 9:51 though. I guess we do have to start. We already talked for an hour.
Wait, what's an hour?
We already talked for an hour, so I'm guessing we should try to have like a little closer remark, and then we tried opening copyright-free music.
You can search NCS. Actually, I had a
Yeah, NCS.
But isn't
Uh,
it some NCS songs are now copyrighted or something like that?
I don't know.
I mean, they're called. You know, they're called. Really, no, we're not gonna play that song, bro. For the love of God, we're not playing that song.
What's wrong with that song?
Exactly that song. I don't like it, bro. I mean, just search the main channel.
I
okay?
like Cloudburst actually. I like Cloudburst, Sunburst. Sorry, Sunburst.
It's two different things, bro. How do you mix that up?
My bad. It's a long time ago. It's 8 years old. Okay.
Is this like Linus's intro music?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Either.
Okay. So, Asfa Dina now only you come
Hey,
in.
now you
Hello.
only come out.
Hi
Hi,
Asfa. Hi
yeah.
Asfa.
Hello.
We have a webcam now. You're gonna be in front of the webcam tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
good luck with that.
Hell yeah.
Have fun. So with all of that, I'm guessing we should try having a little closing remarks. I think this little chat that we had was very nice. Very I enjoyed, and I look forward to doing this again next week.
Isn't there another?
Okay, it's
Isn't there another session this week?
Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right? So
Yeah.
there's only Tuesday
What
and
you
Wednesday.
guys want to do this again tomorrow?
Nah,
No.
tomorrow I got something else.
Yeah, he's busy.
No, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not busy tomorrow, we can like drag Asfa for another session.
Yeah. I mean, you can
We
ask
can-
Asfa. She's watching. Right?
Yeah, she's watching right now. Yeah, but there's a stream delay. Yeah, there's a stream delay, so she's gonna answer like a short. She's gonna answer in like a short
Hello,
bit.
you can see a comment. Hello, at least I came. Yeah,
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah, sure.
You better
Yeah,
not.
thanks.
Why come at all?
Why? Yeah,
Joking,
we
joking.
can drag Asfa for like another session tomorrow.
Yeah, we
as
can.
well.
We have
Like,
to ask
just
ask
come.
consent.
They go from 7. The sessions tomorrow is 7 to 8 and 9 to 10.
Mm.
Those are 7 to 8, 9 to 10. So there's an empty slot of 8 to 9, and then there's another empty slot of 10 to 11, 11 to 12. So if you want to talk about dragging her, you can drag her directly after her.
Yeah.
Or if you want to,
We can
let
just
her
ask
have a-
ask her consent now. What about doing tomorrow? Okay, see.
I can
Okay,
do
I
that
will
too,
stay
like-
back
She
for
said,
you.
okay,
Okay,
yeah,
good,
that's her
good,
consent.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
You have to make up for today's session.
Yeah,
That you left us on hanging.
yeah, you left us on
Wh-
hanging.
When's our session, dude?
Huh?
When's our session?
No. She literally like in the WhatsApp group, she was like, Azrul, okay, we go together. I'm like, okay, can. Then literally right after she said, we go together out of nowhere. Oh, she joins this group with her friends, and I'm like, why you join the group with her friends? And she's like, oh, they already booked me. I'm like, what do you mean you booked me first?
Damn. Such.
She set us up. The fake hope was real.
Yeah, the fake hook was real, dude. Straight up. Okay, right. So, once again, Naga's not gonna be here for tomorrow. You might see
Yes.
Najmuddin again.
Yay.
Katsu. You're not gonna see Katsu. You're not gonna see Wolf tomorrow. You might see Katsu tomorrow. Who knows, right? Depends on his schedule. Depends on my schedule. I mean, I'll be here tomorrow, making sure they don't do anything wrong. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Live bullying.
Live bullying.
It's not a problem. We do condone bullying. Please do bullying. I'm kidding.
No, we do not condone bullying.
Live bullying.
It depends on who you're bullying.
Yeah, I think Asfa deserves to be bullied. Bring
Yeah.
back bullying, dude.
For real, for
Some people just deserve to be bullied again.
Oh no. Oh no.
If you're a furry, you deserve to be bullied. Okay, I'm kidding.
Oi.
Are you a furry, Naga?
Dude, how can you do zipping like that?
Wait, who's him? No, I know who it is, but like.
Alright, okay, yeah. So once again, good job, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you guys next week. Well, see you tomorrow. Actually, see you tomorrow. Naga,
See you next week.
DJ Wolf, see you next week. DJ
Maybe
Kazu,
tomorrow.
probably tomorrow. Maybe
Run,
tomorrow.
Yeah, you better run us.
So once again, So once again, I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by
DJ Katsu.
And I'm DJ Wolf.
we are RadioMMU,
Your ultimate multimedia tunes.
Oh my
Earring.
God, you guys are so
Earring,
loud, bro. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
earring.
Okay. Bye bye.